Hi. Man, let me move myself down a little bit. I wasn't feeling, I wasn't feeling nervous until I saw how many people are already in chat. Oh god, oh fuck. No, this is the new model. Like, this is still the scuffed setup. This is the scuffed setup. This is the new one. This is still the shitty one I made myself. It was just the scuffed setup. So. Yep, you've all been fucking scammed. Get bent. I'm gonna take all the VTubing money and I'm gonna run with it. Be a personal trainer. I don't have the necessary qualifications for that, but I can give you advice if you want to. Yeah, this is just totally worth this effort. This month. Okay, so since he's in chat right now, before I'm gonna go right into the new model. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go right in there. But let me just shout out the artist again. He has his own shout out. Check him out. He is fucking fantastic. But before we even look at the new model, we gotta look at something else that's very new. So, somebody by the name of Congo, gave me something for or he sponsored something for this re-debut. He sponsored me something, and we're gonna go look at that right now. So let me go over to a new scene. Da 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 da. Oh, and Mona subscribed just at the right time. We have a meat dungeon now. Yo, Congo, I just got off to I just got over to like showing it off. Okay, so I'm gonna just I want to show this entire thing off. Okay, so like I'm just gonna make the chat disappear for 1 second just so you can see what's behind the chat. So like there's a wall of lock seats behind there, which is like the Kamen game stuff. There's a bunch of whey and creatine and a bunch of other stuff that is like banned in the US of A down there. Okay, let me put on the chat so you can see again. If you were there for the lifting stream, you probably recognize this general setup because, you know, there's a bunch of just furniture behind that thing there. But yeah, this is the much. Thank you so much for the resub, Robin. I really appreciate that. Okay, but yeah, over here there's just some medical charts, anatomy models, books, Kamen Rider helmets, which are very important. That's the way creatine plus Viagra mix. No, it's just instead of the Viagra, there's like extra EAA in there. Don't worry about it. I don't use it. Like, okay, the only supplements that I use are like pure fucking sugar, like amylopectin, creatine, and EAA. Like anything else I don't use because like it doesn't really work. Why lock seats? Because lock seats are the single best collectible that Kamen Rider has ever had. The Sengoku driver, or I mean how we all know it is called the wearing driver, is the wearing driver is the single best it's the single best belt they've ever made. There's nothing that has ever even come close to it. But yeah, so again, huge thanks to Congo for sponsoring this. The artist behind this was the background artist of Congo, Mega Songer, and I have his details later in the slides, in the PowerPoint slides, anyways. But yeah, huge thank you again to Congo. He just gave this to me out of the goodness of his heart, and I wish that I could put being thankful into better words, but I'm fucking weird and I can't, so just thank you. So let's go over and do the thing that everybody's actually been waiting for. I'm just gonna make myself disappear. There we go. Just gotta switch. Oh, it's loading. Oh, it's done loading. Oh, okay. Wow, this is terrifying. It's. Oh, thank you for gifting a sub to Congo. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Are you ready? Thank you for the cheer, Mao. Are you ready? Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready to see this shit? All right. 3, 2, 1. Sho Henshin! Hey, there we go. It's me. And thank you for the gift subs, Mona. I really appreciate that. Oh, and thank you for joining the Meatballs here in the Animator. I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah. Hi. It me. It do in fact be me. Oh my fucking god, Mono. Thank you so much. Oh, it's this. Look at this shit. We're gonna go over this in detail because Kala has put so much insane detail on this. It's insane. It's legitimately just crazy. Thank you so much, Rhino. I really appreciate the cheer. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. Like, we're gonna zoom in on all the parts right now because Kala needs some goddamn recognition for this. Thank you for the subs, Karagi and Bessie. Thank you. Okay, but let's start with the eyes. So if you've been following me on Twitter, I posted like a tiny sneak peek of the eyes yesterday already. So, but like, look at the eyes. Okay, we're just gonna zoom in there because like you gotta be able to really appreciate that. Oh my god. Thank you, Germ, for the gift subs, and thank you, Dance, for the bits. And thank you for the resub, Moriko. Oh my god, I'm not even able to like thank everybody in time. But yeah, let's look at the eyes. Look at the fucking detail on these compound eyes. Like, look how far I gotta zoom in for you to be able to see this. Look at this. This is insane. This is legitimately insane. And I'm covering up the shoutouts. But yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, like we have like interior eyelids, but look at the compound eyes. And like we have like the pupils slightly moving. It's just like this amount of detail. Just like look at the antenna. Like the antenna, like all the antenna that we have. They let me put myself over here a little bit more, and let me just make this bigger. There we go. You need a map for them. But yeah, look at the detail on the antenna. Look at the jitters. It's so fucking good. Again, I'm gonna give Kala a shout out right here again because the man deserves everybody to follow him. What he did here is nothing short of fucking insane. Kiss the Giga Chat to the old Caleb. But yeah, so like, but then we have like then we have the compound eyes, which again, look at the detail. We have the sideways eyelids. Then we have the mouth. So if you remember, the mouth before was fairly simple. So now we have like front-facing mandibles as well as an actual mouth. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, thank you, Oxide. Oh my god, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, so like we have like details, like we have like tiny mouthpieces here. So like he went above and beyond just like getting the detail on like all the different parts of like the mouth apparatus of like a grasshopper like in there. It's insane. It's so good. Okay, then we have like the collar, which was actually an idea that Kala and I were inspired by. Where do I work out the meat dungeon and also the library. Also, fuck, I just realized I should probably wait. Rigging is so yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Everybody should follow Kala. Shit, sorry, the artist formerly known as the other thing, Kala. Can't believe I talked to my artist like that. But yeah, so let's go over to like so like the color that the Kala and I were actually like inspired by is by this like art, like this group art that Heroes did, I think, of like all the people that showed up in Shady's anniversary stream, I believe, or like Shady's endurance stream, and mine's now. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself like multiple lashes with the cat on Nighttails after the stream, don't worry. But yeah, so we were actually inspired by that because like he had a very interesting idea for me, which is like the collar, and I told Kala about this, and he busted out this thing. Like, I just told him, hey dude, I wanna have a collar, and he was like, oh hey, yeah, sure, here you have this sick ass fucking thing. That I didn't even give him any fucking input, and he did this kind of stuff. Alright. See ya, mother. Thank you for stopping by. I know, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, but yeah, let's go over on the detail. So like we still have like all the chitinous plating. Also, so I don't forget to point it out. All the real yeah, I'm finally the beefcake that I've been always like wanted to be. But yeah, look at like this lower mandibles as well. They jitter, like both of the mandibles jitter. I love that. It's so good. But yeah, we have chitin for days, armor to the core. Gotta live it! You have to live it! But yeah, so we have the plating here, and again, the same amount of detail on the plating the entire way down, and even more plating than I could have ever wanted. And then we get to the arms. Oh boy, you're not fucking ready for the arms. Sorry. No, actually, let's look at the belt first. Or actually, no, let's look at the arms and the belt together. And thank you for joining the beat, Moseri Cloffers. I hope you enjoy your stay. All natural, all natty, nothing. Look at this belt and the arms. Look at it. Fucking bask in this shit. It's so good. It's so good. The claws move, and like there's like so much detail on the claws and the arms the entire way down, and it's so good, dude. And the belt, like you all know the belt of my like previous model, right? So like that was basically just the thing Akala had to work with. And again, this is what he did. Like he basically had like my input was basically like my old model was like, you know, Kamen Rider Shin, but what if he was even more of an insect, right? So it's like I came up with like the little belt design, and again he just made it seem a million times like more organic. Give someone the clamps. But it's like it's so good. It's so fucking good, dude. But it's like the basic design of the belt is still there, but everything else is, again, Kala worked with like so little input of me. I gave him a general idea, and he just went this hard on it. Yeah, it's like it's so good, dude. It's so good. How do you grip the barbell with those? So I have special prosthetics for that. If you watch my lifting stream, you actually saw me in those prosthetics. That is what allows me to clamp down on the bar without shredding it. And thank you for giving Kala a sub, Shady. I appreciate that. And wait, Jesus! Oh shit! Disembodied voices. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I'm so bad at thanking people. Okay, then let's go down further again, and let's get to the thing that some of you degenerates are actually looking forward to. Or are you just happy to have a new model? Yes. Okay, so let's go down here. So like again, we have some quads. We need those for squatting and for jumping. And then we go down here. We have like these insect looking knee joints. We still have the spikes on the legs. There we go. Bug feet. Big old claw bug feet. There's your feet, you degenerates. Let's go back up to the good stuff. These feet are made for squatting and jumping and kicking and nothing else. There's nothing else that is to be done with these feet. But yeah. So like for the people that missed the head part, yeah, hi, this is me. Hi, it me, the Caleb Horus. Bugman extraordinaire. Every single day is leg day. It's so good, right? So like for the people that weren't here when we looked at the head before, look at this fucking detail on the eyes. Look deep into my eyes and just like look at this detail. Look how I gotta zoom in as far as VTube Studio will let me, just so you can properly see the detail in the eyes. This is how good it is. Finish your bug feeder. Please do not. Yeah, this is the real this is the disgusting bug face I had to hide from everybody under the mask. Like again, let me give him another shout out because by God he demands it. Not demands it. Deserves it. He doesn't demand any of this actually. He's great to work with. He's easy to work with. He's a great artist that works with shit ass input that I put out or put the input that I put out. Kala is a fucking god and nothing less. He's a god with the art. All right, let's zoom out a little bit again. All right. It means skull in Spanish. Oh wait, you know what? That actually makes sense. You've put him on the list. Do it. Put him on all the good lists. Anyway, thank you for doing the Beat Monastery, Alice. I hope you enjoy your stay. All right, let me drink some tea real quick. Alrighty. But yeah, that's the model. Hi. It me now. Don't worry. OG Caleb is still gonna be around as a redeem. Wait. Do I actually have it unlocked already? Oh yeah, I already have it unlocked. For 50,000 points, you can force me to bust out the old 2D model again. He's still there. He's just sleeping. He's just resting. He's just in his folder that is named something that was like that isn't like accurate at all anymore. 50k. This is robbery. No, this is me trying to dissuade people from getting it. Yo, that's Caleb. Oh, there he is. There's Heroes. So yeah, like it is the Caleb 2.0 with the collar that was inspired by your drawing. So yeah, like you're not my and I'm never gonna say this about Callaghan. You're not my dad like Calla, and I will never say this again. But you're the weird uncle that kind of influenced it all. Okay, the name of the folder is pee pee poo poo. No, the name of the folder is a name that I had in mind for my VTuber character before I like started streaming, but then somebody kind of sniped that idea by having like a very similar name, so I was like, well, gotta go with Caleb now. Kala, you don't ask for much and you don't ask for enough. Please, for the love of God. This man is so humble. What was the original name? Okay, so like for actually some people who listened to certain channels might have known about this, but my original name for the VTuber was Acri. Because because Acrididae is another word, is another term for grasshoppers, like one of the is it like the species for grasshopper or something like that? But right before then, Acrius beat me to the punch and made a Twitter account before I made a Twitter account with anything. Real recognizes real. He was faster on the trigger, so I can't even be mad. Yeah, I got the name smite, but you know what? It led me to Caleb Horus and that wonderful stream where I finally could explain to everybody why my name is Caleb Horus, because for most people there was actually somebody who thought like that my name was like Egyptian inspired because I like Yu-Gi-Oh so much. It wasn't even PowerPoint, it was an MS Paint file. MS Paint 3D. And thank you for joining the Beat Monster, Gubor. I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome as well to Nanase Kane. I hope you enjoy your stay as well. Alright. But I promised something else as well. So because I'm a filthy fucking weeaboo and I have to, I have to copy everything that Hololive does at any point at any given time. I have like a little presentation for people that might not know who I am, for people who might have been avoiding my channel like the plague because of my decisive model, to say the least. So I got a little, as usual, I have like a little PowerPoint. We call those cowards. Okay, let me just shrink myself down a little bit. Let me move myself over here. There we go. All right, there we go. Hi, it me. Okay, let me fire up that PowerPoint because I love nothing more like than making weird ass PowerPoints. All right. Alrighty, we're gonna switch that. We're gonna move you down here. We're gonna move you down here. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. That should capture now, right? Are you gonna capture? Oh, hi, there we go. Yes, hi. Haha, I did it. Rev up the PP. Slides! It's not gonna be too much. It's not gonna be too much because, like, someone like me can't really be put into slides, especially since most of those slides would probably get people asking about my philosophical tendencies. I'm not gonna use my one TED mention yet. I'm not gonna use it yet. I'm gotta use it for something else. Not yet. But yeah, hi. Leaving shit into Caleb. Uncle is here. Yes, Uncle is here. But yeah, hi. If you're new to my place, I'm Caleb Horus. I am half grasshopper, half man, and as you have probably noticed already by way of my disgusting laugh, I'm all gremlin, no matter what I look like. Yeah, the 5'11 is the official cutoff point. I am forever a king of manlets, and unless I get some hack job surgery somewhere in Eastern Europe to like extend my shins, I will never cross that magical line. It's just one of those. It's just one of those things that you can't change. But honestly, if anything, more me being smaller means I'm more compact. 5'11.99. Yeah. But yeah, my occupations are warrior of justice, study of medicine, player of games, and deliverer of the hottest takes. For that purpose, I have an entire redeem just like for asking me about my opinion on something, just so I can have some really dumb fucking opinions about something, because that's just what I'm all about. Extend the Rex and stretch those vertebrae analogs. Oh boy, I'm just gonna hear all of my spinal disc like pop one after the other. What's my opinion on Kamen Rider Wizard? Kamen Rider Wizard is a horrible waste of potential because they have wonderful actors, but the writers as well as the director, who according to rumors, the director told the actors to the director told the actors to act extra bland so that the children may self-insert into the characters. So they lost the potential of some really great actors by way of like instructing them to do a shit job and also by giving them a horrible script. Every now and again the director was asleep on set, and you can like see the actor, like the real acting talent of the actors shine through the cracks. And every single one of those episodes makes me fucking cry because it shows me what could have been. Well, we all know how much he loves it. Yeah, Ghost, love it. 10 out of 10 show. There isn't a better one. Fucking kidding. Before stop being disappointed in Wizard, yeah, Wizard had so much potential and it squandered all of it. I look terrifying. Exactly. That was the. You know what? After we're done with the PowerPoint presentation, I'm actually gonna show everybody a little clip of Kamen Rider Shin, because Shin was a huge inspiration to like my entire design, and I want people to know what it is all about. So like, since we're not gonna watch any Tokujank today, that is gonna be today's dosage of Tokusatsu for this stream. Okay, what is my opinion on pairings where the girl is taller than the guy? I feel neutral towards them, I guess. It's like, I mean, yeah, I feel neutral. I mean, if she's taller than me, then I know for sure that she can probably spot me in the gym, which, is one of the requirements that, I have for someone, so. No Tokujank today. I'm sorry. We're not gonna watch Twisting Nuts for Chinnok today. What's my opinion on Kamen Rider Ryu? I assume you mean Kamen Rider Ryuki, and we're gonna get to that later with the Kamen Rider tier list. But I haven't watched Ryuki yet. Like, I've watched like 15-ish episodes. I know I mentioned this during the Kamen Rider Zatsudan with Acris and Congo. I haven't watched a fucking episode since, so yeah. I know, put away the tar and feathers. I know people love Ryuki, okay? I'm getting on to it, okay? Ryuki's like the best though. can't say anything about it yet. Like, I'm 15 episodes in, and like, it's not bad, but it hasn't blown me away. Can you turn to quality less than 45 because I'm a potato? I tried to do that before the stream actually, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck to do that. I'm fucking tech illiterate. Sorry. I tried to use Google. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm sorry. I don't understand technology. I really tried. It's an OBS you want. I know. I looked through the OBS settings. I'm just like, you know what? Live troubleshooting. Let's go. This is the spirit of my stream. All right. So, all right. Output. Okay, I can't even change anything midstream. Right. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know where to put it. Right. To the opinion. What is my opinion about people asking my opinions? They honestly they should ask somebody else, really. And if you're at a point in your life where you know, gotta ask some weird fucking bug online for their opinion, that just like says more about you than it says about me. Still love you though, whoever this hypothetical person is. That came out a lot meaner than I thought. Yes, I did Google it, and Arthur, I'm dumb. I'm fucking dumb. I pick up rocks, I put them down again, and I can't do anything beyond that. What's my opinion on Crimbo's opinion? I'm not gonna. My opinion is that I'm gonna wait for Crimbo's opinion on my opinion on his opinion before I can give my opinion on Crimbo's opinion. That is my official statement on Crimbo's opinion. But yeah, oh, and age 25 because I'm way too fucking old. Right. Next page. Wait, next page. There we go. Right. The man behind the magic. The man behind the magic. I already gave him a couple shoutouts. You know what? Let's give him another shoutout. Kala. He's insane. He's so good. Looking, but yeah, I finally look like I work out at the library and the meat dungeon. We'll ask him tomorrow to let me know. Perfect. Okay, get back to me then. How many thoughts could a Crimbo think if a Crimbo could think thoughts? File settings video. Wait, file settings video. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Oh, that's what that means. Oh. Oh. That's what those numbers mean. The numbers, Mason. What did I finally know what the numbers mean? I finally reduced it to 720p. Okay, I'm gonna do something really unprofessional. I'm gonna end the stream just so I can do this because, like, you know, I know that Twitch is fucking dumb with the quality. I'm gonna turn off the stream for 1 second. I'm gonna change it and I'm gonna come back. Okay. I'm super sorry about this. BRB! Please tell me that that was the right thing, because I don't want to end the stream a second time because I'm too dumb for technology. Please tell me it worked. Please tell me it worked. I fucking beg you. Yeah, I'm back. I promise, I'm back. Please tell me it. Did it work? Did it go through? Please tell me. It worked! Oh, let's go! Oh, fuck, I just realized I still have that weird fucking thing with VTube Studio on. Fuck it, whatever. Alright, okay. Yeah, wait, okay. He got encoding? Wait, I did? Wait, did you tell me I got encoding the time I got back and... But you didn't switch it to 30 FPS? Wait, I thought you're supposed to, like, do it 720p 60 FPS. But wait, I also got encoding? Oh god, fuck's sake, Bezos. Okay, you know what, that is just, like, you know, in keeping with my entire, entire stream, so yeah. Let's go, we got it. Let's actually fucking go. You have encoding, so it's fine now? Yeah, that's exactly my kind of humor. Like, the time when I turned the stream off just to fix something, and then when I came back, I got encoding anyways. Fuck it. Okay, let's keep this going. Right. Did I just give him another shout out? Whatever, I'm gonna give him another shout out. Kala. Fucking insane artist. He's so good. please check him out. He also did Acuris, who is my brother from another mother, but also the same L2D artist. He's down here. He's down there. Down there. But yeah, Kala is insane. He's super talented. He works with the littlest amount of input to create something quite frankly insane. There's no other way to put it. This man puts so much work in. I cannot praise him enough. I legitimately cannot praise him enough. Oh no, I didn't change the stream title. Oh my god, I'm so fucking. You know what? That's just in keeping. You know what? We're still punch dudes. It's all planned. This isn't scuffed. Ah! Okay, whatever. All right, now next time. The man behind the other magic, Megazongard, with Megazongard on Twitter, courtesy of Congo. They are the people who gave us. Let me show it to everybody again who might have come in. They are the people that Congo, like Megasonger, drew this background. Congo, sponsored me on it. So again, huge shout out to both of them. Oh, and I just saw 2 people want to go into Toil Mines, so get everybody in chat, please. Toil Mines, Toil Mines, Toil Mines, Toil Mines, Toil Mines. Alright, there we go. Overdrive is in the Toil Mines, and also let me put Germ into the Toil Mines. There we go. I hope you both enjoy your stay. And thank you for the sub, Nyanomancer. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. Wait, PowerPoint? PowerPoint? There we go, PowerPoint. Alright. But yeah, again, huge shout out to Congo for this. Huge shout out to Megasonger for the incredible work that he did with again. Oh wait, my father said something. Dear son, can you call me Papa at least once? Consider this me calling you Papa, even twice. I will never do this again because it's. Can I just call you bro? Can I just call you bro or something? I didn't ignore my father. Get those rats out of here. Get those rats out of here right now. But yeah, again, huge thank you to Congo for this. I really appreciate that. What would one do if a giant bugman called you Papa? I don't fucking know. Cry, I guess. Dad. Alright. Right. Okay. A little bit about me. So in case anybody doesn't know anything about me yet and is completely new here, this is your first exposure to me. What do I like? I'm not gonna go into detail on much of these things yet, unless somebody asks. I really like tokusatsu with a focus on Kamen Rider, but I am not a stranger to shitty ass fucking Western tokusatsu, which would be Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills, Mystic Knights of Tiranoc, or really good Western tokusatsu like Danger 5, which is, as I may remind you, the single best Australian tokusatsu out there. Please, for the love of God, watch Danger 5. It's so good. Right, I like lifting heavy rocks, as is to nobody's surprise. I enjoy picking up the big heavy weights and putting down again and doing that a bunch of times. I've been lifting for about 1.5 years ish, with like 6 to 8 months where I didn't have access to the gym because of lockdowns and stuff. That's an oddly specific category. What do you mean? Which part is the oddly specific category? But yeah, I picked it up at some point. Australian tokusatsu specifically. I mean, I think Danger 5 is the only Australian tokusatsu of note, I think. So, there's not a lot of competition, but even if there were competitions, even if there were some competition, Danger 5 would still be way up there just because of how good that show is. Are you a winter Chad? Yes. I love me some winter. I love snow. By God, people always say, "Oh, you're not gonna like." People always talk about when I was growing up. "Oh, you just don't like. You're not gonna like snow whenever you grow up and you gotta drive on the snow." No, fuck off. Like, driving in the snow, yes, obviously makes it more dangerous, but just be more careful. Every single winter, people lose their fucking minds whenever they see the first snowflake of the year, but like they have never seen snow in their life. Winter wear is comfy and fashionable as fuck. I wouldn't know because I basically wear like rags. I have no idea what fashionable even is. uh, but yeah, right. So yeah, I like pushing boulders up the hill. So again, if you're new to this place, I have a little bit of a fascination with like the myth of Sisyphus, who as you know, was cursed by the gods to like forever push a boulder up the hill, but never being able to like really end his task because whenever he got to the top of the hill, like against all the odds, it would roll down again, and he would have to like start all over again. I have a bit of a fascination with that because it's like we're getting philosophical for a second here. I think, or like the best way to describe my fascination with Sisyphus is a quote by Albert Camus, who, and I'm paraphrasing here because I'm too dumb to remember quotes. Basically, the struggle alone is enough to fill a man's heart, and one must imagine Sisyphus happy. Life isn't easy. Life sometimes sucks. If you're alive, you're probably gonna run into a situation where life sucks. But the wonderful thing about humans is that we have that potential to keep going. That we have the potential to overcome the odds no matter how big they are, just by constantly grinding away at that hill. Even if stuff goes wrong, even if you're not able to like reach your dreams, even if you're not able to reach your goals, if you keep pushing, you're at least at some point gonna reach something, as long as you don't let yourself get like put down to the ground. And it's not about reaching that goal per se, even, because the act of defiance against the world, so to speak, or the act of defiance against the circumstances to reach that goal is what it's more about than the goal itself. But it's not just like it's not just a the journey was the real goal all along, or like something. Oh, the friends we made, like the real goal was the friends we made along the way. No, because like the reaching the goal in a way gives the path to the goal actual weight. Reaching the goal gives reason to everything that you've done beforehand, but you wouldn't have been able to get to the goal without everything what you've done before. How do I put this? You wouldn't have been able to get to the goal without doing all this stuff beforehand and like facing the odds, and you wouldn't have been able to like face the odds if you didn't have a goal in mind. It's like both parts of these are like in a symbiotic relationship to keep the human going. Basically, I hope this makes sense because I'm a filthy ESL and I'm bad with words. But yeah, I have fucking fascination with the Sisyphus mythos, and just because of that, just because life sucks, life will suck if you're alive. It's not like an oh woe is me thing. Like if you're alive, your life will suck, but you can get through that because you're fucking human. That is why I can believe in people, because they're humans, and I can believe in just like the potential that people have. It's like. I think it's just a very uplifting outlook, in my opinion. It's just like some people might call me an optimist, but yeah, you know what? I'm optimistic when it comes to people. The goal and the journey are both necessary for fulfillment. Thank you, Zero. Thank you for putting it into better words than I could, because I don't good words. The friends we made along the way is a real prize. Yeah. Like many of the things that like became memes, like sayings that became memes like that. You could just like they have a good core before they got memed. I look swole today. Thank you. I just got done working out. Caleb isn't a wordsmith. I basically even a word ish thing. Word hard. Anyways, okay. Right. What else do I like? Pepakura. So if you saw my media share streams, I built some Pepakura, and I also showed off some of the stuff that I did. In the same vein, I introduced Shoddy, MS Paint, edits, costumes, and props. What are words? Just don't know. What are words? We just don't know. But I showed off a couple of the helmets and props that I made. It's just very fulfilling to have a hobby that leaves you with something in hand, So like obviously everybody has a different hobby, and like I'm not gonna like talk shit about somebody who's like whose hobby is like hiking and like seeing the world or some shit like that. It's just like everybody has their own hobbies. But for me, it's just very fulfilling to like make something and finish the task with having something real, something like physical in your hands after that. It's just my major form of function, really. So is a dumbbell counted as something in hand? Yes, but in this regard is like if you make the dumbbell yourself. Actually, making yourself some weights is actually really easy. You just need some cement and some buckets. Like a lot of people did that whenever lockdown started hitting gyms. That you just have a bar or some like you have your bar with like 50 millimeter or like 30 millimeter diameter. You have a bucket of cement. Or like a bucket of cement, and you stick like a thing, like a circle with like a round peg with like 30 or 50 millimeters in there, so you have a hole for your bar, and you just make cement weights. This is actually, you know what? I mean, if you want to do that, that's kind of the same thing. So you just like seeing physical results. It's not necessarily that I like it. It's just very reassuring for me. It's just my kind of thing. I know other people don't need that, but I kind of need that just because I don't know. It just gives me the good brain chemicals. That's what it comes down to. It gives me the good brain chemicals. I mean, if you forge it yourself, yeah. To have a thing as the fruit of your labor that I can put on the shelf and admire. Yeah, it's like, not even admire. It's just like, it's nice to like, look over to the shelf here and like see all the helmets I built and like, think to myself and know, for example, that I went from this helmet over there to this helmet or to this helmet. Just like see how I improved, see how I learned things from point to point. It's just like having something physical and also having something that actually allows you to like objectively gauge your progress. Is any tips for leg day? Brace your core because squats can still send you to Snap City. Not just deadlifts, squats can also fuck your shit up. So for the love of God, please brace your core. And also, don't do your leg exercises until you need all fours to go up and downstairs because otherwise you haven't done enough yet. Don't actually do that, please. For the love of God, don't overdo it. Did 15 deadlifts today? Let's go! Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, right. Right. Shoddy MS Paint edits, costumes, props. Yep. If you've been around for a while, you probably know all the dumb fucking edits I do because I do love me some. I do love me some MS Paint 3D, and yeah, it's just great fun. It's just like I just like it because I get a dumb idea in my head and just make it reality. It's a good feeling. It's like kind of the same thing as like peppercorn and costumes and all that jazz. It's just like having something in your head and printing your thoughts onto reality, making them real, so to speak. It's like what I enjoy, I guess. Oh yeah, do you have saved all those edits somewhere? I've only seen two. I mean, I have an entire folder called like OC Cash Money, so it's literally called OC Cash Money because quite frankly, I'm like 12 fucking years old mentally. And I like children's card games. Which if you've been following me for a little bit, I am the organizer in like air quotes behind the Chuba Grand Prix, which by the way, one of those duels is gonna happen later today, and if the stream goes long enough, we might raid into that. So look forward to that because it's the semifinals. Unblockable attacks at 3 points. God, I fucking hate them. Okay, right. What do I not like? So, but by everything that I've already said, you can probably guess I really hate wasted potential. Like I said before, I believe that people have an insane amount of potential in them just by virtue of being humans, right? Just by virtue of setting their mind to something and doing it. So if somebody just squanders the potential and is like delighted by their wasted potential. Like, it's okay if you don't have any aspirations. Who cares? It's your life. I don't care. I don't care about that. If as long as you're happy with your life, it's fine. But like, if somebody talks themselves down and like besmirches their potential that they inherently have, so you're basically Hisoka who and. I've been busy watching Kamen Rider for the last couple of years. I don't fucking know anime. Who in the fuck is Hisoka? What is my opinion? Who is gonna win today's match of the Chuba Grand Prix? If I remember correctly, today's Chuba Grand Prix duel is between Hal and Capo, is it not? There we go. On the 10th. It is between Hal and Capo. It depends. It depends. If Capo lets Hal get set up, Hal is gonna win, no questions asked. Like, weather painters are a fucking menace if they get going. Capo does have ways to clear Hal's field, though. Capo has very good ways to clear his field, which, I'm not gonna spoil here, but Capo's deck is very good at like outing unoutable boards, so to speak. So ideally, if Capo manages to either stop Hal dead in his tracks or draws just the right cards to like completely negate his entire board setup, Capo is gonna win. If Hal is allowed to dig in his heels and he gets multiple negates out on the field, Capo is dead fucking space meat. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But yeah, so wasted potential. Holy shit, do something with your life. Don't do something with your life because some weird bug online told you to do something with your life. Do something with your life because you have the potential for greatness inside of you. Do something with your life because you can. Just I hope I hope I'm not sounding like a broken ass record, but yeah. Okay, Dad. Yeah, go out there, buddy. You already listened to the weird bug, man. Okay, but yeah. Other dislikes: Cambra, Zio, Ghost, and Saber. So, as you can tell, Wizard isn't even on there. Wizard isn't even on there because Wizard still has like inklings of greatness in there. Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm writing a book on the evils of technology. Just don't send it to me. I don't need a weird van in front of my house, okay? Please don't. Put it online though. It's got thick Ichigo. I mean, I like thick Ichigo because that looks like a man who like put all of his points into strength. I can respect that. It's not time for Uncle Ted, not now. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think I'm motivational. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that was weird. Okay. So Wizard still has inklings of something good in there. As I said before, every now and again the producers thank you for the hydrates there. The producers were the director was asleep every now and again. What even is half of chat? 50%, I guess. But yeah, so it still had inklings of something good. Ghost has nothing going for it. Ghost is like the same plot arc 15 times over and over again and does nothing with it. Zio actively shits on every single show that came before it, and Saber is just horribly written. Saber has shit writing, and it has character motivations. But they change every fucking 2 episodes. So you paying attention to the show is effectively just a wasted time, because why would you pay attention to the time at any point if they're just gonna change the character motivations in the next episode anyways? Did you work out yet today? Yes, and I was almost late because of it. I just got out. I got out of the meat dungeon 20 minutes before the stream, shoveled some food down my throat, and then hit live. And while I was shoveling food down my throat, I was googling the stuff with setting it to 720p. What's my pre-workout meal? So during the weekend, it's We usually on the weekend we usually have like family dinners, so it's whatever is on there, and ideally with lots of carbs. During the week, my pre-workout meal is usually just a couple honey and peanut butter sandwiches. Like it's just a breakfast that I get myself, and yeah, just to get some carbs in there, just to get the sugar in there, all that good stuff. No shock, bunny. That's just your imagination. Why not more? Okay, but Kimmy, you gotta tell me what you want me to do. Do you want me to do jump squats? Do you want me to do sit-ups or push-ups? Those three are those three are the ones that you can choose from. Peanut butter and jelly? No jelly, no jelly. Not just peanut butter and honey. I don't like jelly. I don't like jams for some reason. I'm not a big person for fruit. I just don't like fruit. I'm okay with veggies and shit like that. Because you gotta get your fiber in there, obviously, because otherwise a protein rich diet is gonna mess you up. But I'm not a fruit guy. Honey, can you say hi, honey? Okay, there is. Jump squats, fuck boy. Okay, Elliot wants 20 jump squats. I'm still waiting for Kimmy to tell me what she wants. Okay. If you're new to this stream, I have a redeem that is basically just like chat forces me to exercise and I do it for their enjoyment. Alright, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, there we go. Crunches or push-ups? Okay, I'm gonna do push-ups then. The one I have hope. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Whew. Doing two of those back to back is like, whew. And a very happy Caleb to you as well. No context, Caleb. Jesus Christ, they actually got me a little bit out of breath. I'm not used to doing like cardio exercises anymore. Whew. Okay, 1 second. Gotta drink some tea. Oh no, is the Caleb spam starting now? Oh, thank you for the hydrogerm. Oh Jesus, I'm sorry for that sound, Jesus fuck. Yes, a very happy kill to everybody. His dreams are taught to you because bossing streamers around is the most fun. I aim to wait, satisfy, is that the word? Yeah. I aim to entertain and satisfy, so yeah. Okay, right. God, Jesus Christ, I'm not used to like doing the cardio exercise anymore at all. Like I mentioned this before, drink your raisin. I just did! Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, like as I said before, whenever I didn't have the meat dungeon set up yet, I had to do bodyweight exercises, and God, I actually got really good cardio for that, because like stuff like that, stuff like that was like, really easy back then. Like, just like 20 jump squats, 20 push-ups, that was like really easy. Oh, hi Ari. Yeah. No, you didn't miss it. You didn't miss it. We're still in the PowerPoint slides. I know, it's so cool. Actually, you know what? Let me give Carlo another shout out, because every single time somebody says something about me looking cool, I am morally obligated to give Carlo a shout out, because he's so fucking good at being an artist. Yeah, I know, it's so good. Okay, he did. Yeah, look at those eyelids. Look at those eyelids. And translucent. Can you make a command to shout out Carla? I mean, I do. Oh, you mean like a command for like everybody to use? Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe like just for mods though. Yeah, actually, you know what? Since just in case anybody wasn't here before, let me zoom in again. Let me zoom in again. Just gonna skedaddle over here. Let me zoom in again, just so you like see. Just so you see. Actually, let me put this here. No, wait. Actually, let me put this. Let me put this here. Let me put this here. Let me put this here. But yeah, there. All right. Ah, shit. There we go. All right. Let me put this here. There we go. Look at the detail on the eyes. It even has little things on his things. Yes! All the little things. Look at the detail on these compound eyes. Look at it. Look how far I gotta, like, zoom in. Like, I can't... The VTube Studio won't let me zoom in any further. This is how much detail is on this. Ah! And, like, the antenna is there and it jitters. And, like, the mouth parts has, like, multiple parts. Ah! There we go. Ah! I know, it's so good. Like, look at these compound eyes. It's so good. Ah! I can't get enough of this. Then, like, the big ass collar. Then, like, let's go down here to the claws, the arms. Go down here to the belt. All the detail on the belt. The accurate compound eyes blinking, the mandibles, the labrum. Yeah! Hallelujah! Somebody else knows what the fucking labrum is. Yeah, it's like, you know, I didn't really know how to, like, you know, tell Kyle to, like, make me smile with this kind of mouth, so I was like, you know what, give me the anime eyes, dude. But yeah, like, the antenna, like, like, what were they called, the labium, I think, moving. Wait, I knew, like, the insect anatomy from, like, when I made my own model, but yeah. The fade on red is like, the grabbers, the weird bug legs, the weird bug feet, the layers on the bug legs. Ah, it's so good! Like, the movement on the knees. Like, the fade to red down here on these spikes as well. Ah, it's so fucking good, dude. It's so good. Kyle did such an amazing job. It's insane, honestly. Like, the man, like, deserves all the fucking recognition in the world. I know, it's like, with my other model, I couldn't zoom in because then you would see just, like, how pixelated all the lines are. And with this one, I can't even zoom in far enough to, like, show everybody the level of detail. I know, the details are so good. Actually, let me shout out Kala again. It's so fucking good, dude. I don't deserve a life to the artist like Cal. Let's be real. He's so good. No, Shock Bunny, please don't. Could we zoom in on the old one? Yeah, if you pay 50,000 points. Oh shit! Thank you, Kimmy, for the gifting, Josabel. I really appreciate that. Okay, right. What will we at? I have 4.5k. Take it or leave it. I think I'll leave that. Thank you very much, Munsel. You have to post pictures of it even more zoomed in later. Oh yeah, I will for sure. Jesus Christ, Kimmy, thank you so much. Kimmy is giving everybody access to the Caleb Flex emote. She wants everybody to be able to flex all over the place. But yeah, huge ups again. Huge ups to everybody. Huge ups to everybody, like, with all the support and everybody being here. And yeah, just thank you. I really appreciate it. What are my thoughts on what comic writer is best? We're actually gonna get to that later because there is a tier list segment actually. So look forward to that. Hell yeah, all the flexes. Getting those reps for the OG model close-up inspection. Oh god. Please no. I made it and, like, it's so scuffed, dude. But yeah. So what else do I hate? Unblockable attacks. If you can block in your game and you have unblockable attacks, why the fuck is there even a block mechanic in your game? And if they're unblockable attacks, you know what? At least, you know, telegraph them properly and let me know that they're unblockable. Oh god, everybody is flexing. Let's go. Yeah, the Surge. What is my opinion on Exate? God, I fucking love it. Exate is one of the best shows. Like, look towards the top of the list before Exate because boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. I fucking love Exate. It's so good. Just don't get hit. No. I want to get hit. I want to get hit, but I want to negate the damage by blocking because I'm a big beefy dude with a huge beefy shield. I don't respect dodging all over the place. And thank you for joining Meat Monastery, Bunzel, Washington. I hope you enjoy your stay. The fucking these combinations are so fucking good. Just parry it, dude. I'm trying, but if there are games that have unparryables. There are games that have unparryables. I know it's an affront to God. Jesus Christ! Thank you so much for the gift subs, Spa. I really appreciate that. Huge ups. I don't know how to fucking thank people. I just really hope. I hope I'm getting it across just how fucking thankful I am. I really do. If only the suits weren't so ugly. You mean for Exate? Because I actually really enjoy Exate. So it's like the juxtaposition of the juxtaposition of those like what are they called like those video game looking suits with the themes of the show. I fucking love it. It's like there's a lot to explore with Exit. Let me put it like this. I don't want to go off any huge tangent on it, but there is a lot you can explore with that for sure. But yeah, I also hate summer because summer. I hate being hot. I want it to be cold. I wanted there to be multiple meters of snow outside my door. And yeah, can I ask why specifically Ghost and Zo are under dislikes? Because Ghost that's tangent territory. No, I went into it before. Except it's a medical soap drama. No, don't worry about it. It's just not my taste of visual speak. Oh, yeah, that's totally understandable. The thing with Ghost is that Ghost doesn't have like a storyline. It has a storyline, but like not one continuous storyline. Ghost has a storyline that they repeat about every 10 to 15 episodes because they go over and over and over and over again through the same things. None of the character development sticks. None of the character development matters. At best, character development wise, people just lose all their character and are basically relegated to props in the background. And at worst, they just get shafted to the side, or they get put into a fucking coffin after they have some actually good character moments. It's a huge waste of something. It ends without ever having done something. It ends without ever having said something. And it ends having wasted a year of everybody's time. And Zo is really bad because it just shits all over the endings of previous Kamen Rider shows. It completely misunderstands what previous Kamen Rider shows it shits over the endings of previous Kamen Rider shows. It completely misunderstands what the themes of previous Kamen Rider shows were, and it actively ruins one of the best endings in all of Kamen Rider. It actively goes out of its way to ruin one specific ending. And I'm gonna get into this later with the tier list segment, but it actively is so shit. It's so bad. It made me so angry when it happens. Oh, Jesus Christ, thank you for hosting, Koopa, and thank you so much for... Wait, I thanked about for the gift subs. Thank you for gifting Koopa a gift sub, Yusafi. I really appreciate that, thank you. And Saber, because as it stands right at the Blade one, yeah, my man Type Speed already knows what I'm talking about. I just said that it made me really angry how they fucked up an ending, and he already knows what I'm talking about. That's how bad it is. And Saber is just, the character motivations don't stick. The character motivations are literally spelled out to you multiple times, and they constantly change for no fucking reason. There's like the big bad evil guy that they are fighting at the point where I am right now in Saber has changed the reasoning for why he does the big bad evil things every single episode. without the last 5 episodes saw the guy go through 5 different motivations. How in the fuck are you supposed to feel anything for the protagonist fighting against somebody when you don't even know what that somebody is even about? Like, what? What the fuck? How are you supposed to feel anything when they fight him if you know that it doesn't fucking matter anyways? He just feels like it. He just, I'm gonna become a new god and I'm gonna create a good world for everybody. Haha, no, actually, I'm gonna become a god and I'm gonna just to hear people scream. No, actually, I'm gonna become a god because, actually, I'm gonna become a god because I want the people to fight against each other so that only the strong survive. Actually, I just want them to fight against each other so that so they can fall into despair while they have to fight each other. Actually, I just want to become the god to create a world for myself where everything is perfect. Actually, I want to become a god so I can create a world where everything is terrible. This is literally what the guy goes through over the span of 10 episodes max. Who in the fuck signed off on this? I mean, they try to keep subverting the expectations because you guessed what's up. Kind of, but also not really, because like it just gets dumber and dumber. Because like usually it's like, oh, actually, I'm the good guy because of this and that. No, actually, I'm a good guy because of this and that. No, he's just like, nah, I'm evil. I'm evil. I laugh completely deranged. I am so evil. Oh, I hate Saber. You like Saber from Fate? I mean, I have no strong feelings towards Fate one way or the other. I just know that Fate fans are kind of weird, dude. And with that, I antagonize my entire chat with one sentence. Good night. But thank you for this hydrate, and thank you for gifting a sub to Type Speed, who is an exemplary reviewer just due to his distinguished taste. Alright, yeah. Okay, right. I hate summer because I hate the heat and I love it when it's cold. And I hate the ocean because the ocean is one of the 3 things that I fear most in life. And everything inside the ocean, what has the ocean ever done for us? Let me ask you, what has the ocean ever done for us? Fucking nothing. What have the turtles ever done for us? Nothing. What have the fish ever done for us? Nothing. Fish are tasty. That they make you think that fish are tasty, so you think that the ocean has a point. There's just, you know what? Crabs are actually kind of cool. Crabs are so cool that nature decided to make produce like 6 or 7 seasons of crab. Crab is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna give you that one. All life came from the ocean, and it should have stayed there. That weird fish thing should have never left the ocean. Yeah, who needs water source? We have rain, dude. Oh, we need the ocean for the water source. You motherfucker. Just. Thank you for joining Meet Monastery, and may God forgive me for even uttering these words. TV Nihon is good. I hope you enjoy your stay, and I hope you develop better tastes over time. By God, like, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Stranded deep punishment thing, yes. If you break the legs, what if they evolve stronger legs? Yeah, hell yeah, let's break the legs of the bastard. Because the first step of humanity's evolution towards a crab form. No time travel might erase ourselves. You say that like it's a bad thing, dude. Hope you're enjoying Takenuko's Menhera. Like, I can't really say that I enjoy Takenuko's Menhera. Takenuko's Menhera is something like, you know, like a car crash that just like happen in slow-mo, right? You know that you shouldn't watch. You know that like what you're watching there is completely morally reprehensible. But you just can't stop looking. That is what I feel like whenever I hear about Takenoko. That is what I felt like whenever, you know, the Kamen Rider Gaim Sub Goku Wars like were going on, because good old Magenta, the only man with enough of an ego to, like, you know, rival Takenoko and producer Shirokura. What a lad. But yeah. Right, so this is what it is like. So as you can tell, I'm a very simple man. Tokusatsu and lifting here. Bad thing here. What can I say? I'm an intellectual. But yeah. About goals. Because I thought to myself, you know what? Why do I do VTubing? What do I want to do here? What do I want to do personally as well? My biggest goal is motivating you. Yes, you, to be the best version of yourself. I'm not a fucking personal trainer. I'm not a life coach. I can't tell you how you fix your life. I can't tell you, oh, do these exercises, meditate for 20 minutes a day, and your life is gonna turn around. Because first of all, it's not that simple. Secondly, I barely have my own fucking life together, right? But I still want to tell people that you can do more than you think. You have so much potential inside of you. You can become the best version of yourself. The only thing that you have to do is fucking try. And obviously have a little bit of luck. Because, sometimes things don't work out. And that's fine. That's okay. You can't have control over everything. But what you need to do is try. Or what I want you to do is try. Never give up. Keep pushing forward to that shit. Because I can't promise that you're gonna come out at the okay at the end, or the other end, right? I can't promise you that there is like a light at the end of the tunnel, because I don't know your life. There's shitty living situations. Sometimes there might not be a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes you can just like make your way through a mountain of shit, so you can like, and as your reward, you can you can work through another mountain of shit. That's just how life is. It's not always perfect. But you can't let that keep you down. Let me put this again. The struggle alone is enough to fill a man's heart. You have to imagine Sisyphus happy. That is how necessarily how you get through things. Because obviously, I can't say for sure that is how you get through things. But that is how I want you to at least try to get through things. It's like that. And I know it's hard. I know people have shit days. And I hope that I can motivate people to like keep trying, even if I'm just some weird fucking bug online. If you ever write a self-help book, I'll buy Tales of the Bugman. If I ever write a self-help book, I trust that at least one of you is gonna find out my docs and like come to my doorstep and actually cave my head in, because fuck self-help books. Holy shit, fuck self-help books. Self-help books are some predatory ass bullshit designed to like, make money off of people that actually need guidance in their life. I'll steal all your plates, don't you fucking dare. Cave head in with said book. Hell yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, right. Continue streaming a jank-ass tokusatsu without Bezel slapping you upside down. So yeah, we've watched the entirety of Tattoo Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills on stream. We're watching currently the entirety of Mystic Knights of Tyrannog on stream. Honestly, I still am surprised that I haven't been banned off of Twitch yet. And, here's to another couple episodes of shitty tokusatsu without me getting perma-banned off of Twitch. To flex on him by benching free plates. No! You can't just emasculate. Nah, you know what? If you invade my dungeon and flex on me by benching free plates, I'm just gonna cheer you on, dude. I mean, from OG model to this math buff masterpiece, so will I. Yes. Now, if you manage to like invade my privacy like that and bench free plates in front of me, I'm just gonna cheer you on, dude. Like I'm just gonna be your hype man from the sidelines, because that is impressive. But yeah, I want to really consider using some site that works like SciTube. Yes, but like the thing is with SciTube and the like, you can't upload your own stuff, right? And like the thing is, the shows that we're watching are so jank and so niche and so old that there is no online catalog of them. So like I guess I could upload it, but given how YouTube is, did that video ever get uploaded to PeerTube? No, it didn't get uploaded to PeerTube. I uploaded it to Mega, and I can fetch the link later if you want, because yeah. You can't via Vimeo, for example. I mean, Vimeo has limits on how much I can upload for free, though, because I checked that out for the Kamen Rider presentation, and the Kamen Rider presentation was too big to upload onto Vimeo for free. So I'd have to pay for that, and I mean, if you know, if I take off and like maybe should, if I make the money to like basically pay for the Vimeo subscription, maybe. But like, I'm just doing VTubing as a fucking hobby right now. I'm just doing it, I'm just doing it as a side thing while I do other things in my life, right? So maybe down the line, maybe if whenever I have a job to like, you know, help out with that, I'll do that. But as it stands, I can't really think of a workaround. The only other thing that I thought of is like either uploading everything to Mega and like watching it that way, or using a Discord. I don't really like managing Discords. Like there are a couple Discords I joined, but I don't really like managing them too much because it's just a fucking hassle. And putting all that stuff on Mega might actually also blow the lid on the upload limit on Mega. So as it stands, we're probably gonna keep doing it this way until Bezos slaps my nuts. And whenever that happens, we're gonna think of an alternative because that's where all the good planning happens after the fact, right? Because who the fuck is gonna plan ahead for something, right? But yeah, something on a personal level, I want to join the 1,000 pound club. If you don't know what the 1,000 pound club is, it is basically a weightlifting measure, so to speak, metric, where it's like your best deadlift, squat, and bench together equal 1,000 pounds. Actually, let me look it up because like this is like slightly inaccurate now because I increased my bench today. What are my current numbers? Actually, I'm gonna plonk it all into a calculator real quick, and I'm gonna tell you what my current numbers are. Just to be fair though, they're fucking shit. My numbers are not good. My numbers are not good. And there's 95. That's a 355. Okay. Okay, there we go. For my squat and my deadlift, I am at a 1 rep max of 130 kilograms, which according to Google equals 286 pounds. So that is for both my deadlift and my squat, the 1 rep max that I have. For benches since today, I have a 1 rep max of 295 kilograms or 209 point whatever the fuck pounds. And thank you for changing to beat Dungeon Caleb Court. I hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, all of this is relative to your current body weight. Yeah, it's like my current body weight is what is it in pounds? My current body weight is like ever so slightly above 200 pounds. I know. I try not to think about that. I try not to think about it. But yeah, so my current body weight is like nah, don't worry about it, dude. My current body weight is ever so slightly above 200 pounds, and so all my 1 rep maxes combined are 355 kilograms, which would equal 782.6 something pounds. So yeah, I'm still that is 18. That is still 218 pounds away from getting there. It's gonna be. The 200 pounds is pretty good. You can do it. I mean, I'm still quite a long ways away, right? Because like, okay, like 230 is no longer up to date, but I'm still pretty far away from that. But it's just like one thing that I want to reach because I'm never gonna be able to do something like lifty OG. That really big OG Icelandic rock, even though it would be really good, but like people that are actually strong, that are actual strongman, have trouble with that. So it's like it's not realistic for me to reach that. But I just wanted to be stronger, basically. It's punching his wisdom into a soul is coming together. Oh yeah. And for my last goal, I finally want to get a capture card just so I can play some fucking Kamen Rider games on stream. Tried trading Strongman at one point. I don't know how it goes. Yeah, it's just like you really gotta live it. You really gotta. I know it's like the meme with Kyriakos Grizzly, but you have to fucking live it. And right now, I have too much stuff going on in my life to do that. Maybe down the line, because it's never really too late necessarily to like start properly working out. I'm just gonna keep doing strength training as is. I'm gonna keep eating like 4,000 calories a day. I'm gonna keep lifting those rocks. But yeah, that. I'm gonna see where I end up with that. I'm gonna see how high I can get those numbers. Only I'm gonna do no arcade ones and then one Dragon Knight game. Yeah, so I have 2 Kamen Rider games actually. No, I have 3 here. I don't know how you could. I gotta look into the capture for the Vita though. And the thing is, I have for the Vita, which by the way is the single best handheld console that we've ever had, and it was too good for the people, and you know it died for our sins. For the Vita, I have Battle War Genesis, but that is kind of difficult because I don't speak a lick of fucking Japanese, and that game is only in Japanese. But for the PS4, I have Climax, not Climax, no Climax Fighters. Yes, I have Climax Fighters, which is a shit ass arena fighter, which is garbage, and I would never recommend it to anybody. But still, please buy it so they put out more Kamen Rider games in English. And then a couple weeks ago, I got something cool in the mail, and that would be Kamen Rider Memories of Heroes, and I haven't played it yet. It's laying on my PS4 over there, and it's smiling at me. It's taunting me over there, but I have not played it yet because when I started VTubing, I was thinking to myself, if there's people that actually want to watch me, I want to play this game for the first time with the people on stream. That's the ZOW, yeah, the ZOWO's crossover game. The buy the shit ass game so they can release better games here dilemma. Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, no, I will do it. I just need a capture card as well. I just need a capture card as well. But yeah, that is one another moment goal. So like, ideally, this one is achievable. This one depends on the almighty algorithm. This one depends on me not stepping my shit up, and this one depends on me finally shelling out some money for a capture card. So yeah, but this is the general presentation. So, and because people in the past have asked about my lore, let's go over this lore. Because I do have some lore in my head. It's not deep or something, but I do have it. So, you might look at me. You might look at me, especially now, and you might think to yourself, just how did this perfectly normal medical student who looks completely normal and looks like this in real life, only with more hair, how did this completely normal medical student turn into this bugman? You might think to yourself, well, how did that happen? Yeah, no, I'm not bald. I'm not bald. I look like this guy, but I just have hair. uh, No, it's not. It's not my roommate. I have hair, dude. I have hair. So you might think to yourself, how did that happen? Well, it's very simple. One day I was abducted by people. And their name, they're a dastardly evil organization. Their name constantly changes, and their name doesn't constantly change because I can't fucking remember what I called them the last time. But their name, their name changes because they're just that evil. Today they're called Die Hell Iron Shocker. Were you bitten by another arcade? Yeah, I was bitten by a radioactive Hojo. And every night at full moon I turn into the V1 system. Oh right, you can't see that actually. Let me put. There's me getting operated on. God, I love it. But yeah, so I was abducted by Die Hell Iron Shocker, who turned me into this weird ass bug abomination, right? I escaped before they could brainwash me though. As you can tell, I'm very original. I escaped before they could brainwash me and decided to fight against them and their horrible monsters. I was picked up by an organization that simply goes by the organization, not because they don't have a name. No, not because I don't have any a creative bone in my body, but because they have no name. Obviously, it makes perfect sense. The thing is, at some point they were looking over some test results that I got. At some point they were looking over some test results and they were like, "Oh man, this dude is kind of this dude is kind of messed up." So they hooked me up to a tank of like pure unfiltered copium, but even that didn't help. So organization. They hooked me up to some copium, but that didn't help either. So they decided to put me on medical leave. Which is when I started to pick up streaming, which is why I'm doing this right now. Whenever I leave from medical leave, I'm gonna have to, fight monsters again. But streaming might go down to not 16 streams a week, but instead just 15. So I know if you want to drop me over this incredible, like, if you want to drop me because my streams are gonna go down to like 15 streams a week, I completely understand. But those monsters will not fight themselves. But yeah, so for now, I am on medical leave, mandated by the organization, while they just pump my body full of even more and more copium. And yeah, in the meantime, I'm just enjoying my life, thinking about card games, thinking about the world's worst heroes. And yeah, just drinking some juice that makes me suffer. Unless they do in a comedic segment. thank you for the meds. But yeah, until then, I'm just living my best life here. All right, that's the lore. I hope you liked it. That was my book report. I hope you had as much fun listening to it as I had writing it. Thank you very much. All right, let's get this shit out of here. All right. All right. So, what did I have? Right. The Q&A. Right, because we do have some questions. Answer shooter. God no. I got done with elementary, and like the moment I stepped out of elementary, I stopped getting A's. But still got into medical school. Don't need A's to get into medical school, fellas. You just need to have a quite frankly inappropriate amount of coffee at your hands. That's all you need. All right. But we did get a Q&A. I did start up a Q&A, and yeah, we got a couple questions actually. So let's go through those real quick. Let me set up the capture properly. There we go. Because I did set it up beforehand, but it was also being kind of a dick. There we go. That should be that. Okay, that won't. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Let's just go over to that again. Alright, that's cool. Thank you for not working. I tested all of this yesterday, but thank you for not working. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Please. Oh, there we go. Hallelujah. Alright. Alright, are you gonna Oh, there we go. Woo! Alright, there we go. Oh god, no. Yeah, the thing is I gotta open it in Paint. I gotta open it in MS Paint 3D, which, is the world's best fucking program out there. But yeah, let's go through this. Because I actually got covered quite a lot of them. I didn't expect to get any actually. I expected to get a meme question like what size your feet or something like that, which, I was positively surprised people actually held themselves back. Oh god, I almost choked on my tea. God, fuck. Why do I do this thing to myself? Okay. Anyways, first question. What's your favorite flavor of fried grasshopper? I've never had fried grasshopper or any fried insect or arachnid or anything like that. Just because I can't get over eating that. It's just obviously there's the cannibalism aspect because that's just kind of fucked up, dude. Wait, no, locusts totally eat each other. Damn, dude, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I will eat the bugs. No, I will continue to eat a fucking steak a day, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. But yeah, I've never tried it, so I honestly can't say. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna try it, but I have no idea. So probably my favorite flavor of fried grasshopper is the grasshopper that isn't actually a grasshopper and actually just a really big piece of beef. So yeah, why do I drink a Samty? So there's actually a little bit of a story for that. There is a point in a medical student's life where that separates the men from the boys, and that also will kind of kill you. The first thing that also will kind of kill you, and that is called anatomy. During the months where the anatomy exams go on, because there's multiple of them, you will not be able to sleep properly. You're gonna get 5 hours of sleep a day, and you're still gonna go to uni. You're still gonna do still gonna do your dissections for anatomy. You're still gonna be doing all your other classes. You're still gonna do all your other exams. You're not gonna get fucking sleep, and you're gonna study any single waking moment that you have. That you're not at uni, anyways, and you're gonna study anatomy during that time. During that time, I drank about half a liter of like black like espresso a day. Just like I had like a little French press that I had, and like I didn't even like do the proper French press thing. I didn't even do the proper French press thing. Where you put it in real quick, you French press the thing, and then you put it out, right? No, no, no. I let it sit for like 5 minutes just to so the coffee would hit harder because I fucking needed it. Like I literally I wasn't getting more than 6 hours of sleep a day. Um, and I did it for a couple months, like for like half a year about. Every single day, half a liter of espresso. I got through the exams. What's the longest you've stayed up then? For studying or in general? Because I think the longest I've stayed up was like 36 hours only. Like, I didn't like what I usually went to sleep whenever I passed out in my chair. Because at some point the coffee's gonna the coffee's gonna wear off, so I just slept whenever I passed out in a chair. I woke up in my chair with horrible neck pain. That I took that as a sign to go the fuck to bed. Um, but yeah, so I did it for a couple months, and at that point, what's the longest ever so far you forced yourself awake? I mean, that was the 36 hours, I believe. Like there were, uh, there was like a time when I had to get up really early, and for uni stuff, and then I want to go to sleep, but 36 has been your hard cap. Yeah, like 36 was the point. Like I was barely like functional at that point. But it wasn't for uni related reasons. Like I got up for uni normally, and at night stuff happened that required my full undivided attention, and then I had some more uni the next day. So it's like I didn't get any sleep that night, and I had to be like super focused the entire night for the thing that was going on, and yeah, it's wasn't great. But yeah, so after those months were over, after I finally managed to like beat the fucking monster that is anatomy, I couldn't look at coffee anymore without wanting to throw up. So, but I still had a like a clinical addiction to to caffeine at that point, because you don't do shit like that for half a year and don't develop an addiction. That is when I started drinking Assam tea, just because like it's the tea of choice, or at least I was told that it's the tea of choice for people who try to wean themselves off of coffee, and it worked so well in weaning me off of coffee that at this point I would rather drink tea than drink coffee. It's like that's basically the story behind it. So like I used it because I completely overdid it with coffee. Like I was kind of forced to overdo it with coffee. Yeah, it's super tasty as well. It's like what I have is like called a blend of like hatimara or something like that. I'm not sure what that means. Hey, it's absolutely delicious. You can I don't even put any sugar in it or something like that. I just put some milk in it, and not even that if I if I don't have any. But yeah, so how do you brew your tea? And I just so what you've never had hot milk with tea? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Must have destroyed your bladder after too much coffee. No, no, it wasn't. Oh, hot tea with milk. Ah, I see, I see. You've never tried hot tea with milk? No, no, like I always drink like hot tea. Like usually, I start out my stream by cursing into the mic because I took a sip of my tea and it was still way too fucking hot. um. So yeah, uh, no, it was less that I destroyed my bladder, but I think I gave myself like an early stage stomach ulcer because I I had some stomach problems. It's like I think I got this closer to giving me a legitimate like deep ass stomach ulcer just with the coffee. Tea hits stronger than any coffee. It's like not really that it like hits stronger. It just like it hits on like whereas coffee is like a huge spike. It's like whereas coffee is like is a spike that with activity that goes like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and then at some point you crash. With tea, it's more like you go like this, and then you go here, and then you here, and then you kind of crash, but it's not that harsh. Something like that. That is why I just like it more. Um, but why do you kill me? Chamomile is often served with milk. Yep, yep. Like I honestly like I think you can put milk in pretty much any tea. I mean, if you're brave enough, obviously. Hot version of red bean milk tea boba has a very rich taste. I've never actually tried boba. So like we have boba places here. A lot of them have died out ever since the original like boba craze, but I've never actually tried it. Does not mean you should. Fucking stop me. I'm never going to put milk in my mint tea. You know what? That. I'm gonna get myself some mint tea, even though I don't like mint tea. I'm gonna put milk in it. I'm gonna put that on Twitter, just to fuck with people. But good. I mean it is super fucking popular, isn't it? The Great Boba Extinction Event. We will not discuss chesticles in here, except for the ones you use to bench press. But yeah, so how do you brew your tea? So we have like a little cloth bag thingamajig and like a little metal, like a round metal thing to put your tea in. So whichever one of those is like available, whichever one of those is like dry and clean at that moment in time, and yeah, just like brew it for like 3 minutes or something. I have like a little like set of is it diffuse? Ah, that's what they're called. All right. Well, learn something new again. Already learned something new. It's been a blessed day already. We have like a little like hourglass thingy with like 3 different hourglasses for 3, 4, and 5 minutes, and I usually just brew it for 3 minutes. I don't like. I know you can turn making tea into a science, but I'm not smart enough for that. So, what do you think of brewing tea inside of a French press? You saw your debut in store. Your little bug boy is a bug man. That is certainly one way to put it. What do you think of brewing tea inside of a French press? I've honestly never tried it. So like, I had a French press, as I said, obviously with that I used for the coffee. But that was a really cheap one, and after those like 2 years that I used it for, it was pretty much unusable just because the what's it called, like the sieve or something, like the thing where solids don't go through, that thing, that the metal grate thingamajig, it was super leaky, so I didn't use it for any tea ever, because like the tea would just like go straight through that, like it wasn't even anything in the way. Is but yeah, I mean, it should just work the same way, I guess. I mean, maybe it's gonna even work a little better because, you know, um, maybe because, like, you know, there's more room for the tea like to float around in the water, so it's like not all the stuff is like concentrated at the bottom, I think. And I guess, like, I know you can like turn making tea into a science, but I've never really looked into it. It's just like plant, hot water, milk, me happy. I'm a fucking caveman and I own it. Okay, what brand of tea do you buy? The tea is an art. Absolutely, absolutely. What brand of tea do you buy? Actually, let me look up if saying which brand of tea I buy is gonna dox me. Let me look up. Let me look up. Do they have stores all over the place? Because there's one specific store that I buy from. Let me see. Do they have multiple ones or is it just the one? Nope, it's just the one. I'm not gonna say the brand. Your little Tante Emma. Kind of. It's like the little tea Tante Emma. Some milk tea places brew tea for an espresso machine. To cram tea leaves and then hose hot water at high pressure. Huh. How does that taste? How does that work out? Does that actually sounds really interesting. How does that work out? But yeah, I can't say which brand of tea because that is gonna dox me, and yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But Hame and Sons is really okay. It's a rich tea espresso. Man, okay. I gotta check if like the one tea place that I get my stuff from is does that, because that sounds interesting at the very least. I want to see what it's like. Tea doxing, yep. I thought to myself, like, I was about to say it, and I thought to myself, wait a second, what if it isn't a chain, like I thought? And good thing I called myself, because it's not a fucking chain. Caleb, you fucking moron. Name dropping milk tea shops is dogs bait. No, it's not even a milk tea shop. It's like a proper like tea shop. Like, they have a cafe, and like for the most part, but they like, have a huge selection of like different teas, basically. And I've got to stop talking here because like I'm not gonna I don't want to accidentally dox myself after all. Um, do unique things? Yeah, no, it's like it has a very distinctive name. Loose leaf or backed, self-backed. So I guess I kind of answered that already because like it's loose leaf that I like put in like a diffuser or a little cloth bag, so to speak. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I'm not can't answer that right now. I will need to get Crimbo's opinion on this, and I will get back to you. Will you be my waifu? No, but I can be that one guy online that you talk to every 5 weeks or so. Whenever you're like, oh man, I don't feel like working out today, and I tell you to get your fucking ass off of your chair and work out, and then we don't talk again for like 5 weeks or something, or like even more. I can be that guy for you. I wonder what Kimbo's opinion is. How many flips can I do? Fucking none. I'm not. I'm not. I am not. Not elastic. What's the word? Stretch? No, not stretchy. Fuck, I can't English today. Uh, 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 flexible. Yeah, that's the word. Thank you, Bird Moss. God, why did I want to say elastic? What the fuck? Agile. I mean that too. Honestly. But yeah, like I can't do flips whatsoever. So that's actually better than a waifu. Hell yeah. So I can do none. Strength, wisdom, constitution, nothing else. Yeah, like everything else is a dump stat. Hell yeah, fuck Dex. In this household we main strength. Chimichangas or churros? Let me look up what the fuck those things are. I live in the middle of fucking Europe. We don't have weird food. Okay. Chimichanga. What the fuck is that? All right. What is that? What is that? Wikipedia. Tell me what the fuck a chimichanga is. A chimichanga is a deep fried burrito, common in Tex-Mex and southwestern cuisine. Okay, looks pretty good. All right. What is a churro? All right, churro. Stat distribution posting nice Kata tattering material. A churro is a type of fried dough from Spanish and Portuguese cuisine. They're also found in cuisine of the Philippines and the Latin American cuisine. I'll have to go with chimichangas. Is Deadpool's catchphrase whenever he does tedious stuff. Ah, I see. Man, nothing will ever make me sad like what the fuck they did to Deadpool. So like I have a couple comics here and like the majority of those are Deadpool comics. Just because like Deadpool as a character is super fucking interesting before modern Marvel happened, right? Because it's just like they flanderized Deadpool to like a disgusting degree. They turned Deadpool into like basically haha so random instead of like giving you just enough hints to like look for the method behind the madness. Like early Deadpool is a super fucking interesting character just because he's more than just the like haha a random fourth wall breaking guy. God, it's a fucking damn shame, dude. It's a damn shame. Like if you read early Deadpool comics, you're gonna think to yourself that this is like a completely different character. He mumbles chimichanga over and over. Yeah, I'll have to go with the chimichangas. I have to go with the chimichangas. Are the furthest thing from each other, so this question is odd to you. Okay, yeah. I mean, I gave my opinion though. Like, I don't know, churros look kind of good, but they also don't look like they would be very filling. So, yeah. What is my favorite food? I'm gonna have to go full weeaboo here, because I fucking love takoyaki. Um, I can rarely ever have it because there's like one store here, like one store in like a 1.5 hour rate. Like basically, there's one store here and one store in Vienna that where I know they sell them. And beyond that, I don't know of any store in the entire fucking country that sells them. So it's like a super rare thing for me. But whenever I do get it, it's fucking delicious, and I will always get it whenever I can. Beyond that is beyond that, if you're looking for like something more general than like for something like actually food wise, I'm actually gonna have to look up a translation of that because there's one specific food. Or one specific dish, but I don't know what the English what the English translation would be for that. Okay, deep L. Oh, what the fuck? Uh, Zurich style veal stew. All right. So in German, it's just called geschnitzeltes, and I love that stuff. It's basically some meat in sauce with a lot of carbs on the side, a lot of carbs in the sauce. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, Google, where can I get takoyaki in Germany? Okay, Google, circle of 1.5. Oh no, takoyaki dogs! Ah! Oh no! But yeah, so like if you want to go for like things that I will get whenever I have the chance to, it's like takoyaki. If you're just like going with actual like dishes, it's probably like geschnitzeltes. What's my least favorite food? It's a tie between tomatoes and bell peppers. As I said before, I'm not big on fruits or something like that, and but I'm good with most veggies. But tomatoes and bell peppers, holy fuck, I hate them. I hate them. And before some smartass is like, oh, but what about pizza? Me. I tolerate the tomatoes on peepers. Peepers? Pizzas? Fuck. Subnautica is like worming its way into my brain. Fuck. Ah! I keep switching between English and German because I'm stupid. Okay. God, brain. Um, some tomato varieties have more pronounced tastes. It's raw tomatoes that suck. When you find bits of raw tomato and tomato sauces, it's disgusting. I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't like it, right? I'm just gonna say that I don't like it. All right. I it's not my thing. I've tried a lot of bell peppers. I've tried a lot of tomato stuff. I fucking hate it. I it does not taste good. It ruins any dish that they're used in for me just because I despise the taste. If you if you eat them and you enjoy them, then I'm happy for you because there's something in your life that makes you happy, and I will never, try to tell people not to enjoy something that they don't like. But by God, you can ruin my day with those. You can ruin my day by putting those in like food for me. Not going to fight you because you have good thoughts. Thank you. Look, I like what I like and I dislike what I dislike. How many teeth do you have? All right, children, let's count the teeth. Actually, I've never counted myself. Okay. Okay. Da, 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 da. One and the two. Do we count the upper and lower and the side things as like one teeth? Okay. So like six. Okay, I have 8 teeth. Eight. Okay. Okay. One tooth. Ah ha 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 ha. Two teeth. Ah ha ha ha. Three teeth. Yeah, and yada yada yada. Eight. Eight of the suckers. Alright. I hope that answers that. Alright. Is there a person in that suit, or is it bugs all the way down? It is bugs and motivation all the way down. They form an amalgam, and that is all there is in the suit. On your neck piece for a second. Kind of. We don't talk about those. We don't talk about those. They get they, they get angry if we talk about them. Bugs T and Spite. Bugs T, Spite, Creatine, and EIA. That and like lots and lots of beef. That's what's inside of me. Um, do your antenna work? If I ripped one off, would you die? It would be extremely painful. You might think to yourself, but that I'm a big bug. But it was gonna be painful for you because I'm gonna start deadlifting you. Who is my favorite VTuber? And the next question is, do you have an Oshi? My favorite VTuber is actually different from the Oshi because I don't know. It's just like the Oshi is like the VTuber that you wanna push forward as much as possible, right? It's like the VTuber that you want to that where you just if they have a concert, you'd be like in the first row with like the glow sticks and like the headband, and you would like be cheering the soul out of your body, right? um but like favorite VTubers, just like for me, is like just something that I can like turn on any day and just have a good time. Just like something I can have on that I have on that I can have open on the side, something that's just like the hanging out with the boys kind of thing. So, my favorite VTuber is actually a fairly new addition. Oh god. Oh god, I just saw there in chat and she's never gonna let me live that down. So my favorite video was just like put on the side and just like, you know, shoot the shit with is Frida. Like, you know, the demon that like plays Dark Souls and stuff like that and just like screams at the stream. It's just a good time in that stream whenever. And we're just gonna move on and hope that she had the stream muted because she's not gonna let me live that shit down. Do you have an Oshi? Yes. What's your favorite grain? I am a rice boy. I love rice. I love rice in everything. Rice can just, you know, that's not the question. You can put rice onto everything. Rice goes with everything. I fucking love it. It's that I'm a rice boy. Uh, Rice is based. Don't ask on what. Rice is based on its caloric content per bite. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger in the thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, I do believe that the years start coming as it won't stop coming. Back to the roots, and you hit the ground running. It might not make sense not to live for fun because your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. Something, 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 something. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Can't point question: white or brown rice? I don't care. Whichever one is cheaper. Whichever one is cheaper. Like, the thing is, brown rice is basically just like rice that was like, you know, worked less to like get all the husks off, but usually it's more expensive, right? So it's like, if brown rice is the cheaper kind, I'm gonna grab that one. If white rice is the cheaper kind, I'm gonna get that one. I'm trying to get the most calories per money spent here. Okay, I gotta eat 3,000 calories just to keep my weight. I can't be picky with this kind of shit. I'm just gonna grab the cheaper one. Okay. Why do birds suddenly disappear whenever you're near? So the thing is, of facing two fistful of place undercooked white rice after nearing half a day of hunger and thirst in the jungle. Do you want to talk about it, man? Because that sounds pretty personal. Why do birds suddenly disappear whenever you're near? So I'm gonna drink something and I'm gonna drop some truth bombs on you. Birds are free. If you see a bird, you can pick it up and take it home with you. The government cannot stop you. They have no ownership of the birds. I have so many birds at home. The police knows, but they know they can't do anything. That's why birds always disappear. Alright, anyways. Alright, this one right here. I have a very good idea of who the fuck sent that one, because there is one person who's like repeatedly yelled at me to like to watch Garo. I know who you are. You know who you are. You know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that you know who you are, that I know who you are. And let me just tell you, I'm fucking working on it, dude. I'm fucking working on it. I still have Kamen Rider Ryuki left. I still have Kamen Rider Hibiki left. Whenever I'm done with those two shows, I'm probably gonna watch Garo. I promise. There's several reasons of seasons of Garo and a few TV shows, spin-offs. Show concept isn't too stale as a result. Yeah, like I have all of Garo. I have it all on my hard drive. I legally acquired all of Garo and subbed it myself because, as you know, I'm fluent in Japanese. You know. I totally just didn't download it or something. Like that would be fucking weird, wouldn't it? But I have it all on my hard drive. I just need the time to watch it, basically. Alright. I know you're a big Kamen Rider fan, but what exactly inspired your design? Oh, perfect. We're gonna go from this right here into something I wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna show you some Kamen Rider Shin stuff. Alright. YouTube. So, Kamen Rider Shin was the biggest inspiration for my entire design, and I'm gonna show you why, because it's gonna leave an impression on you. Let me put it like this. So the entire Kamen Rider Shin movie is for free on Toei's YouTube channel, in its entirety. So yeah, go ahead and watch that, please, for the love of God, because Shin is a really good movie. All right, okay, let me just set up the capture properties. Are you gonna Are you gonna? 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 Let's see. There we go. All right. All right. Let me just put that window here. All right. There we go. All right. Let's watch some Kamen Rider Shin, and hopefully you're gonna see why I love it so much, because it's certainly one of a kind. This man is not like certainly a premium Bandai exclusive. His transformation sequence is like going for a million props. But yeah, that is so now I hope you understand what that is all about. All right, net movie, whatever. All right, this is what Shin is all about. Is it? Yes. But yeah, I hope that that cleans up what like inspired my design, because hey, X8 goes for like 5 transformations as the highest damn shoes. Shin is still faster. Yeah, it's like, and don't forget, the movie is for free online. The movie is for free online on Toei's official YouTube channel. Like, it's 1:20 long. Go watch it right after my debut. Don't leave right now, please. I beg you. Okay. Right. Let me just check if there's been any other questions since I screenshotted these. Yes, actually, there's one. Will we see a return to the meat dungeon? Would your 3D model then get an update to match your 2D model? We're gonna see a return to the meat dungeon at some point. It's probably not. I would have time to do it in August, but I probably won't, just because, you know, other things and stuff going on. I will probably do it, and it is gonna be a lot closer to the OG Caleb module, I guess, because if you've been following the entire ordeal, I had ordered a Grade Zentai suit, you know, like a bodysuit, for the event, but it didn't arrive in time. My plan is to like paint basically like the chitinous armor plates onto that Zentai, and then also have a different helmet that hopefully is not gonna eat shit as badly as the other one. However, I had to I also ordered a dancer's belt, because, you know, when you do cosplay in a bodysuit like that, you also need a dancer's belt, because it's just a fucking horrible thing to look at otherwise. The thing is, the dancer's belt still hasn't arrived. It probably got lost somewhere, so I had to like get a refund on that, and I'm probably gonna have to like reorder that, because some people already pointed out that during the last lifting stream, I had for the lack of a better word, I had wardrobe malfunctions. And yeah, we don't need a we don't need a repeat of that, fellas. We don't need a repeat of that. We don't need a repeat of that at all. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make a new helmet. I'm probably gonna make the helmet on stream. However, it's gonna be a hot minute, because, you know, that's not like the main content I want to produce. It's like a very special events kind of thing, like a very, very special events kind of thing. All right, and that are the questions already. And let's go for the last big thing that I had planned today, which is something that people have been asking me for a while. And that should work. All right. Oh, no, wrong. The Kamen Rider tier list. The Kamen Rider tier list. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on all the shows, all the good shows. There we go. Let me just make that. Actually, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So the Kamen Rider tier list. Let's hear. Yeah. So I'm gonna be ranking all the Kamen Rider shows, like Showa, Heisei, and Reiwa, and the movies. Though with Showa and the movies, it's gonna be pretty quick, because I haven't seen most of them. So we have these tiers: S, A, B, C, D, which is fairly obvious. We have the anniversary rank, which you're gonna see why. And then we have the haven't watched thing, because I haven't seen every single season of Kamen Rider. So in the haven't watched one, we're just gonna start out by putting all the Showa goodness in there, because I still haven't had the time to watch any of the Showa era shows. I know it's a crime. I know I haven't seen the Z-Cross movie either. I haven't seen Black or Black RX. I know it's a crime, but I haven't seen any of them. I also haven't seen Zoe and Jay. Alright, so now that that is out of the way, I have seen Shin. It's been a long time. I really gotta rewatch it. However, As you can tell by my design, I fucking love Shin, so we're gonna put this boy up here in S. Shin is a wonderful movie, wonderful special effects, wonderful characters, and it is nothing short of a crime that Toei is not doing anything more with Shin, especially given the fact that Shin ended with a huge cliffhanger of sorts. So yeah, Shin, fantastic movie. Uh, it's gonna be interesting to see like how the other Showa era stuff holds up against it, but as it stands right now, due to lack of competition, Shin is my favorite Showa era Kamen Rider and show like slash movie. Then we have Kuga. It's an S rank. Kuga revived Kamen Rider. So at the end of the Showa era, they produced the Toei produced the Jin, Zo, and J movies because they didn't make any more shows, and those movies and like music releases and stuff like that basically kept the franchise afloat. Then in the year 1999/2000, they wanted to revive Kamen Rider, and they did so with Kamen Rider Kuga. Kuga was so good, so it was such a success that it revived a franchise which at that point had been practically dead for like years and years and years. That's how good it is. The director or producer, one of the two, as their like mention it as their goal, according to Joe Odagiri, who was the actor for Kamen Rider Kuga, that they wanted to destroy what Kamen Rider was about. They wanted to make a new Kamen Rider with new themes, a new Kamen Rider with new meanings, a new Kamen Rider with a new message for this new age, for the Heisei era, for the new century. They wanted to make something. They wanted to leave their mark on not only like that year of television. They wanted to leave their mark on Kamen Rider as a whole. And they completely succeeded. There are so many experimental things in Kuga, but if you've watched any other Kamen Rider shows beforehand, you can see the general blueprints for many things that would later on become mainstays of the franchise already like being put into Kuga, and they are experimental, but they still work. Kuga is a fucking masterpiece, and I will not be told anything else. Then we have Agito. Agito is a difficult one. And I think I'm gonna put Agito in C here. So I want to say it right now. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna be apologetic. Fuck it. Agito. Agito is a slow burn mystery. Agito is the slowest of slow burn mysteries. Agito is such a slow burn mystery that the first 25 episodes feel like somebody is just ripping off a band-aid, excruciatingly slow. It has a sick opening, and the opening also illustrates a big problem that I have for Agito, because Agito has a huge fucking creation mythos, like written around it, written for it. There's if you look at the opening for Agito, there's a tapestry that you can see in both openings, and this tapestry basically pictures the entire creation myth in the Agito universe, right? They never do anything with that though. They never go anywhere with that. They never even mention it. You only know about this if you've read up on this online, or back in the day, if you read up in a special season book, a special I don't know, the detail book or something like that for the show that came out. In there, they explain what everything that goes on in the show, like what it actually means. But if you just watch the show itself, you're gonna be left feeling like there wasn't any conclusion to anything at all, because you're missing so much context. With that context, I'm not gonna spoil it here, because if I point out any of the context, it's gonna be spoil the entire show. But with that context, it's very interesting, and it's worth definitely having a discussion about. But I can't go into that right now because spoilers. But yeah. So it's it has a lot of potential, but it doesn't really do anything with it. The writers are great, the action is great, but how slow burn it is really drags it down. Just you feel like for the first 20 episodes or something, nothing of note happens, because you're so trickle fed any exposition, any information whatsoever. Okay, Ryuki. Haven't watched it, can't give an opinion on it. Fies. This is gonna ruffle some feathers. Fies is an A. Vice is an A tier. Vice is an A tier show for me. Vice has some of the most painful fucking writing imaginable. And I understand why many people hate it because of that. Because it's really bad. It's the people, like, whenever you mention Vice to somebody, there's a good chance that people will reply to you in all caps misunderstandings. Like the word misunderstandings, because there are just so many misunderstandings happening in Vice at any point in time. It's egregious. It's horrible. The way that the characters that are like involved in that are usually not even likable. However, the characters that are likable are some of the best written ones in Kamen Rider. I have a soft spot for Inoue Takumi. I have a soft spot for the Horse Orphanok. I love the Centipede Orphanok, and I love it whenever he shows up in Tokusatsu, even if it's in a shit show like Saber. He's a great actor. He was also in Shinkenger, for example, which is a Power Rangers samurai in, like, the Sentai the Power Rangers samurai came from. If you're not in the know for that, it's they have many actors that are horrible, but the ones that are good make the show worth it for me. Just because their interactions are so great, just because their character development is so great, and just because their like, as ironic as it is, their communication with each other, their communication of their ideas to each other, is such a stellar example in writing. Even that it makes you feel like the dialogue between those characters and the dialogue between the characters that is just misunderstandings was written by completely different people. Might as well happen. Okay, but still, it's an A rank for me, and it's okay if you disagree. I totally get why. Blade falls just short of S. Blade is the highest A rank, without a doubt. Blade is the single highest A rank for me. It has so much soul and feel to it. There's amazing characters in it. There's some of the best suits in the entire show in it, like in the entire franchise in it. The King form is, for good reason, many people's favorite final form. It is, however, dragged down by the first 20 episodes. The first 20 episodes of Blade, it's like legitimately garbage. The first 20 episodes of Blade, they didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do. The first 20 episodes of Blade basically don't matter, because after those 20 episodes, the characters actually get some proper characterization and development. So anything that happens in those 20 episodes is dog shit. It doesn't matter. It will never matter. And many people have dropped it because of that, because usually you give like 10 15 episodes, and asking to like for somebody to like suffer through 20 episodes of shit writing is a pretty big ask. However, if you get through those 20 episodes, you will be left with a show that has such a gut-wrenching ending that to this day, if you finish the show and you will see a specific picture of a bark bench, you will start crying like a bitch. And they have an ending, and they do a similar spin on that ending in the movie, and these motherfuckers got me twice. Kamen Rider hasn't made me cry, but this show came close. Blade and the movie came very close. Alright. Hibiki. Haven't watched. Let's go down here. Kabuto. Oh. This is a spicy one. Kabuto is the lowest C rank. This is gonna ruffle some feathers as well. Kabuto is the lowest C rank, and it's barely only at a D rank, and it's not a D rank because of Kagami and and the Kick Hopper guy whose name I fucking forgot actually. Kabuto suffers from Tendo, its main character, and I've gone into this before, so you might be familiar with this rant. However, the thing with Kabuto is that Tendo is not a character. Tendo doesn't go through any changes. Tendo doesn't have any character development. Tendo is a catalyst. Changes in character development in other characters happen because of Tendo. Like, he facilitates them. It's not just like, oh, Tendo, you made me see the error of my ways. No. They don't agree with Tendo, but Tendo brings enough like new stuff into like he brings enough like movement, he brings enough like entropy into their lives to where they can actually properly change. So it's like the changes that we see in a couple of those characters is great. The suits of many of those characters are also great. However, Tendo is still the main character. There's still a huge focus on Tendo, and focusing the entire show on the single worst part of your entire show is not a good tactic if you want to have a compelling show. So yeah, I will always recommend Kabuto as a starting show because it very much like shows what Kamen Rider is about, but I wouldn't recommend Kabuto as a good show per se. Okay. Denno. This is actually a difficult one. I'm gonna put... I'm gonna put 10... gotta put Denno in C tier. So, Denno was very popular in Japan. Denno was so popular that it had so many movies and spin-offs and other things going on that some people to this day joke about Den-O being like a sub-franchise of Kamen Rider, actually. And looking back at what all the stuff that it wanted to do with Den-O as a media property, they really tried to make it a sub-franchise, so to speak. The problem with Den-O is that it is a time travel story. Time travel stories are notoriously hard to write, and they managed to do it only because they constantly wave things away with the term singularity point. So actually going to watch that one first until someone sold me on force. Yeah, no. Kabuto is a great starter. Oh fuck. Well. Wait, shit. Did the duel already happen? Oh no. How did the duel already happen? Oh no. Oh no. Hi Hal, hi Raiders. Let me give you a shout out, Hal. Oh no, this will happen already. Hal won. Okay, yeah, so, oh no, I gotta look over that later. Oh no. My plan is up in fucking shambles. God damn it, dude. They did a best out of 5. Oh, okay, so like, how was the split up? How did the split up go? How did the split up go? Man, I was kind of hoping for. I really thought Capo had a good chance. But yeah, like, how did the split go? But yeah, hi. We're just doing a Kamen Rider tier list. Round 3 HAL time. Good old control decks. Timing out. Good old control decks. Capo had a chance. Absolutely. It's like, as I said before when somebody asked, you could... Capo's deck could do something, but it needed Hal to like not dig his heels into the board too bad to do something. It's a shame, but congrats on being the first finalist, Hal. So how do you feel in regards to being the first finalist of the first Chuba Grand Prix? Oh yeah, you asked that question, right? How do you feel about that? Also, I'm just gonna drink something real quick. She won once. Oh no. Capo, I believed in you. Without, yeah, okay. So she won twice because of one timer. You could rate me. Oh yeah, that new Baldo, it's good in it. It's really fucking good, dude. Actually, let me shout out my artist again, Kala. There we go. Check him out. He deserves it. And thank you for joining the Beat Monster, Onikana. I hope you enjoy stay. She is the other possible finalist. Yep. Josa, if she's still around, is the other possible finalist. So it's gonna be really interesting to see who is gonna prevail between the two of those. But yeah, you came just at the right time to hear me spaz out about children's toy commercials, which I completely obsessed over. Thank you for the hydrated kind of delicious cold tea. Right. Josa Bell vs Miva. Who would win? It's a difficult one because Miba has insane swarming capabilities. Because she can special summon just things by banishing materials in her graveyard. But the thing is, Josa has the option to bounce stuff back to the hand, or like bounce important playmakers back to the extra deck. It's kind of questionable whether you want that or not, because maybe you want to have like the big boss monsters in the graveyard instead of the extra deck, so it can't come out again. or maybe you just want to bounce it back to the extra deck to get that lethal damage off. It's gonna be interesting, and I'm really looking forward to this because both of their decks have as like a big part of the tactic. The Simorg Link admits she has bad luck. I mean, to be fair, did you see the first round of like did you see the first round of Joseph versus Congo? Joseph bricked so fucking bad. I think their luck is on about the same level. But yeah, so the important part of like their both of the decks was Seamorg into bury a statue of the winds to like lock their opponent out of special summons. But that's not gonna work, or like it's not gonna work on Joseph whatsoever because all of her stuff is wind. However, it's gonna work in part on Miwa because tribe, like she has the Lyrilisk part of her deck, which is entirely wind, but the Tribrigade part of her deck is only partially wind, so she can lock her out of some things. Again, the downside is that if Josa can only bounce something with Cyber Slash RP once per turn, and anything that Josa sends to the graveyard is still gonna be used as material for yet another special summon by Miwa. So it's gonna be interesting. Plus, even if Josa gets this barrier statue out, Miwa can still go into the Lyrilisk plays to either attack straight into her life points over Josa's monsters, or instead go into or instead like use one of the many other effects to like inhibit Josa's plays with the Lyrilisk monsters. You met in a fist fight. Miwa, she's Slavic. Josa might be from hell, but Miwa is Slavic. You don't squat like that if you can't punch out a bear, dude. Oh man, that's a nice emote. Oh, actually, the animated emotes don't show up on stream just like that. Huh? I gotta look into how to fix that. Right. Anyways, Russian emote. Yeah. All I'm saying is like, if you squat like that, you can punch out a bear. This is all I'm saying here. But yeah, okay. Back to the matter of hand, which is of course the ever important Kamen Rider. Den-O has a time travel plot, and that is its biggest detriment because that effectively inhibits it from ever actually doing anything with its plot. So the plot might as well not be there. The Imagine are great fun to watch just because like I'm a sucker for like the Japanese humor that they do, but I understand if it's not that great. The only like objectively good character is Zeronos, and like his entire thing is like his entire character arc is absolutely, it's like devastating, and it's amazing to see the man suffer basically. So it's like that's why it's in C rank. I love Zeronos, but many other parts of the show just don't really hold up. Okay, the first, never watched it. The next, never watched it. Kiba. Kiba is two shows. A plot set in the 2000s, a plot set in the 1980s. The 1980s plot is wonderful. The 2000 plot is garbage. It drags. You just want the 1980s plot, but you never see enough of it because the 2000s plot is the actual storyline of the entire show. So you never see enough. So you never see enough of the show that you actually want to see. Big old waste of potential. Just horrible secondary Kamen Rider. I do not like Nago whatsoever. Ixa is a great suit. I don't like Nago. The man has no character progression. The man stays like terminally autistic the entire time through with his fucking button obsession. He never recognizes his own faults, and the show makes us believe that somehow he managed to like become better. And then there's the ending, which I'm not gonna spoil. If you know, you know. And I will say the curse words Neofangire Papa, and then it's one of the dumbest fucking endings in any show. Yeah. Fuck Kiba. Decade Anniversary. Decade has no fucking plot. Decade has no plot. Decade has no story. It's the screenshot that everybody shares whenever Decade is mentioned. Decade really just doesn't have a story. However, Decade actually manages to cram the themes of every single Kamen Rider show that it looks at into the 2 to 3 episodes that it gives them. So, while it's not a good show by itself, Decade still manages to be a proper anniversary show. Decade is a fucking dick. That's the plot, pretty much. It still manages to, like, be a proper anniversary show. It still manages to, celebrate what the previous shows were all about. And it's not a good show, but it does what an anniversary show should. Also, I'm super sorry about this. I'm super sorry about this. I'm being called in to an urgent idol meeting. Urgent idol meeting. I'm gonna be right back in a minute. Super sorry about this. Be right back. All right, hi, we're back. Yeah, the OG is still appreciating it. Like, I gotta redo my stream starting thing and my rating screen thing. I'm probably gonna put a couple different edits together for that one. Just gotta, like, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna think of something. But yeah, I didn't want to put anything new in there yet, just in case I misclicked. Sort of like somehow I spoiled everybody on the new model. So it's like I'm very paranoid about my own stupidity. Okay, so G, I'm gonna put it into anniversary as I mean, G isn't like really a show. G is like a shit post. G is like one big shit post. Like you can't judge Kamen G properly. It's an anniversary show, much like Decay. The OG was sent on a bus to the Louvre and is never gonna get a ticket back. Though the OG is on display in the Louvre now because they ever since Araki had an exhibit there, they understand what true art is. One of short segment during a variety show program. Yeah, it's like G is a shit post. It's a funny shit post. It's a good shit post, but it's a shit post nonetheless. Was during celebrity talk show. Yeah, it's like the guy playing G was like is like also some kind of Japanese celebrity or something like that. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna I'm gonna put it into anniversary because you can't make me rank a shit post. Don't make me to get the OG off the bus. No, dude, it's your 50,000 points. You could also, if you have 50,000 points, if you only wait for 10,000 board points, you can get 2 MS Paint 3D redeems. Was an 80s 90s boy band. Was it something like that? I think I'm not too like I barely even remember Japanese names. So yeah, it's like he's like some kind of celebrity, and like that's why it was so funny that I got him for it. Is yeah, it's a shit post. All right, double. I'm gonna do something spicy. I'm gonna do something really spicy here. doubles, O's, and fours in B tier. Because, put away the torrent feathers, let me finish. Because, got back from Kappa selling me on brains. How's the ranking coming along? I'm pretty sure that what I just did is gonna get people like to be in front of my house, in front of my door with pitchforks and like torches. Doubles, O's, and fours are, in my opinion, what the baseline of Kamen Rider should be. Yeah, the spicy toku takes. Look, I'm legally obligated to like have at least one hot take per stream. They're often called a trilogy, absolutely, and they are the. If you want to explain to somebody how to quickly get into Kamen Rider, or how to get into Kamen Rider quickly, like you're not gonna get into it quickly, but you just want to explain it quickly. Tell them to watch Doubles, O's, Fours, and Move with Megamax. They are They are effectively a trilogy. Megamax ties it together incredibly well. I'm putting it in B because, in my opinion, like it's not like everything below A tier is shit. I hate it when tier lists are like that. B tier for me is the baseline. Doubles, O's, and fours are pretty much, but they're fairly different from one another. Yes, but they're different aspects of they show different aspects of what Kamen Rider can be about. You have doubles, which is a fairly lighthearted but still a noir drama. You have four O's, which is more of like more of your general like superhero story with like the hero having to like face his inner demons as well, like that, the hero having a tragic backstory. And then you have Force, which is like the feel good like tokusatsu Scooby-Doo kind of stuff. They are the baseline for me what Kamen Rider Post Decade was about, like what Kamen Rider Post Decade had evolved into. And it's a good baseline, it's an excellent baseline. But they are the basically every other show, in my opinion, has to compare to these three. Just because they are all around solid. I wouldn't call any of them my favorite shows. But they are all around so solid that any show that I compare to them and that I like it more than them is like in a higher rank, and every show that I compare to them that I like less than them is below them. That's my criteria here. It's like they're all fantastic shows, but because they're so good, and because they were so defining, is why I put them in B. And if you still want to tar and feather me after this one, then go the fuck ahead. Yeah. It's like also just so you know, if anybody in my chat ever calls it Neo Heisei, I will fucking throw you into the toil mines for free. It's Neo Heisei is I fucking hate that term. I hate that term. I hate it with a passion. Also, let me drink some real quick. Yes, Neo Heisei is what some people being in big air quotes, some people call the Heisei Kamen Riders after Decade. Just call it post Decade Heisei. What should we call Neo Heisei? Post Decade Heisei. But yeah, I fucking hate the term. But yeah, these three shows defined what Post Decade Heisei was about. So that's why I put them in B. Right. Oh, now we're getting a little bit out of whack. Okay. Post Decade. This dude is forcing my hand. This man is forcing my hand. I don't wish to do this. But he forces me to do this. He forces me to do this. I want to be a generous god, but some people can't appreciate that. Okay, right. Right. Okay, so we're getting a little bit out of whack here, actually, with the order. No, actually, we're not, because like we did just like go past fours. Yeah, Wizard. I've already gone into Wizard a couple times already, so we're gonna put Wizard in D tier for all the reasons that I already said. It's a big ass waste of potential. And yeah, it's basically the same as Kiba. It had potential. It's had it could have been great, but too much shit going on in the background kept it from fulfilling its full potential, so to speak. All right, Gaim. S tier. Gaim might as well not be a Kamen Rider show. Gaim doesn't even ever call himself a Kamen Rider. They call themselves Armored Riders. It's like it's not a Kamen Rider show, and by God, don't fucking start watching Kamen Rider with Gaim, because it's just not a Kamen Rider show. It's so different. It is written by the Ura Butcher, who, of course, after being inspired by Ryuki, decided to make Madoka Magica, and who then decided to turn Madoka Magica back into a Kamen Rider. Armored Riders, yes, that's what they call themselves in Gaim. This is like that's literally. I don't think they ever call themselves Kamen Riders during the entirety of Gaim ever. Maybe they do it in like a movie or something like that, but I'm pretty sure they only ever refer to themselves as Armored Riders. It's a fantastic show. It's incredibly well written. It's the main character is terminally the main character is terminally stupid, but everybody has proper motivations. Even if the main character is stupid, he has proper motivations. There's some also gotta go something while I'm gone. All right, goodbye, Locust. Let's give Rick Hare a play buddy in the Toil Mines. Alrighty. Toil mines. Alright, there we go. Alright. Salut. There we go. Right. If I recall, even Drive is confused about Armored Riders and Cross. Yeah, something like that. They're like, oh, you're a Kamen Rider as well. What, a Kamen Rider? Nah, I'm an Armored Rider or something. And they just gloss over the fact what else Kota is at that point. No, they don't. They actually point that out. That's really funny. Yeah. Thank you, Tane. My antenna are on fleek, as the kids would say nowadays. But it's incredibly well written. It has very little episodic content, and like it just keeps going with the main plot. They have a couple toys. Please never say fleek again. Fleek. They have very little episodic content. It's just, you know, a fucking wild. It's another one of Urobuchi's wild rides, like from start to finish, and it's fantastic. All right, Drive. A tier. Drive is what you could call the modern with quotation marks, because like it's a couple years between like Doubles, O's, Force, and Drive. Can I touch your antenna? No. Drive is what I would like to call the updated Doubles, O's, Force trilogy, because it's very much like them. It is a perfect blueprint of like what post-Decade Heisei is like about, like show wise, but I think it does their antenna. Jesus Christ, dude. But I think it manages to juggle the multiple characters even better than Force, because like Doubles and O's kind of had trouble with like multiple characters. They had like their main characters, their main couple characters that everything focused on, but but everybody else kind of fell to the wayside, to the point where, for example, in O's, one of the main side characters, like the writer girl, like had her entire, you know, backstory, like the entire reasoning for her being super strong, like completely cut from the show. Force kind of manages to like get a little better in that regard, because they have a huge cast of people and they manage to characterize them all properly. But it's more of a, like, you know, they have a couple episodes where they characterize them, and beyond, outside of their focus episodes, they don't necessarily do a lot. They're still there in the background, they still react to stuff, they still have their lines, but there's not a focus on them as characters. Drive, however, has a fairly big cast with the entire Special Investigations unit. And even the villains, so to speak, and they managed to properly give every single one of them like a proper character development. Like, not all of them. Medic never really gets any development. Gordon Drive, as he's called on the figure packaging, Gord Drive, is a severely underdeveloped villain. but beyond that, the entire special investigation unit like gets properly fleshed out, and you can actually like, see how they act differently whenever their focus episodes are over, because obviously you can focus on all characters at all times, but they show different mannerisms whenever their stuff happens, like after their stuff happened. So it manages to juggle that very well. It still manages to fulfill the toy quota. It has some questionable suits with stuff like Formula, but Type Trideron is one of the better final forms out there for sure, just because it so well manages to like take the base suit and also combine it with a better theme. The ending of Drive was great, yeah, because my boy Shinosuke got his dick wet. The ending of Drive. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Ken. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, night, or whatever time it is out there for you. But yeah, Go has great character development. Go has even better character development in like the V Cinema movies, because it's just like the V Cinema stuff is insanely good. Like I highly recommend watching the Kamen Rider Mach V Cinema, because first of all, there's some of my favorite fucking quotes in the entire franchise, and they're much like, Go, why don't you stop wearing those masks? And he's just like, do you even know what Kamen Rider means? Or, for example, why couldn't you just be normal? And if you can't relate to that one, if you can't relate to being asked that one, then, dude, what are you doing watching VTubers? Okay, but yeah. So, in my opinion, Drive just manages to like one up the baseline for post Decade Heisei, just by straddling that tightrope even better. Ghost. I'm gonna add it a little. I'm gonna add it here. Right. Add a row below. There we go. Okay. All right. What color do we want to give you? There. Black. Oh wait, no. Okay. The okay, that doesn't change. Let's give you that. The toil mines here. Let's just have the toy mines here out there. Alright, there we go. Ghost is the first entry into the toy mines here. I've went through this before. Ghost is a fucking horrible show. It has... I'm just gonna point it out again why I hate it. It has one storyline. It has one arc that repeats over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Nothing ever changes. Characters die. Like, not really. The only good characters in the show die. Like, the only good character in the show dies. And effectively, that one good character was used as a vehicle for character development, which, that character development was really good. However, after those episodes were done, they shoved that one character into a coffin, they shoved that other character, like, into the broom closet, and completely forgot to use them at all. Like, I mean, they can't really use the corpse anymore, right? But they completely forgot to like use the guy in the broom closet. This is the only good thing that I can say about Ghost, because the suits are nice, but they're not the second coming of Jesus that some people make it out to be. The opening is pretty nice, because it just sounds good. But the opening song is good, because the opening itself is some like fucking shovel, like it's on the opening cinematic itself. Like the opening sequence itself is on the level of some shitty ass shovelware equivalent anime, because the opening just says fucking nothing. There's no substance to the opening sequence itself, especially if the same character arc on ad nauseum. Yeah, it's like it's the only stuff that doesn't repeat is the really good stuff, and they completely forget about it. So yeah, fuck Ghost. It's a horrible show. Alright, what's next? Amazons. Ooh, Amazon Season 1. Oh boy, we're gonna put that in A. We're gonna put that up there in A. Amazon's Season 1 is the reimagining, like the reboot, and the reimagining of Kamen Rider Amazon. It's darker and grittier. It was basically focused on adults. And you can tell, because not only is it like there's tons of blood on screen, but the themes that they talk about are like, they're similar to themes like Gaim. And like, Gaim getting shown to children is I still don't know how the fuck they did that. How the fuck did anybody show that to children? Jesus Christ, dude. It's there's some hard stuff. There's some pretty good philosophy on there, and yeah, Amazon's is a very solid show. You can tell that they had like this. Okay, Kamen Rider every year works off of basically a shoestring budget. Kamen Rider Amazon's got the shoestring budget version of a shoestring budget, and you can tell because the action is very slow, and just because they cannot afford to break the suits, they do some really impressive stunts with the suits, and kudos to the suit makers because they can take a beating, but the action is very slow just because they cannot afford to like really lose one of those suits because they don't have any money. If one of those suits breaks during filming, they have to come up with a reason why that suit never ever shows up again. um but like having slow action is the only bad thing I can say about it, because while the action is slow, the choreography is still fantastic, and the choreography, it's one of those shows that manages to like really tell you something about the characters by the way they fight. For one example, just like the animalistic tendencies, or like how much more animalistic the tendency of Amazon Omega become the more he's like pushed into a corner, so to speak, and the more like the Amazon side comes out. Fantastic show. The season 1 is no longer on Amazon Prime, sadly. Until then, I would have really recommended you to check it out. Still check. Now I can just recommend you to check the Amazon season 1 out as much as all the other ones. All right, let's skip X8 for a second, and let's go into season 2. Amazon's season 2 is in C tier. It's not bad. It's just the main. It's kind of this Kabuto problem. The main character is like the worst part. Who are able to operate under shoestring budget are some of the best creators in my opinion. Absolutely, like what was it called? Like the adversity necessitates invention, or something like that. Is that how the saying goes? I'm not sure how the English saying goes, but yeah, it's like they managed to make it work, which is like, the show itself is good already, but like knowing that makes it even more impressive. And like especially if you like look back and you realize that, hey, they reused so many sets, but like from different angles that you don't even fucking realize it. It's a masterpiece in just like cinematography while under budget constraints. It's fantastic. Ironically, season 2 had much more of a budget because season 1 was such a yeah, the Karate Bugman. I'm currently spazzing out over Sunday morning toy commercials and ranking them on an arbitrary scale. Yeah, ironically, season 2 of Amazon's was had a lot more budget just because Amazon season 1 was such a success. But they don't really do anything with it. They have more suits. They have the budget to repair the suits, so they can actually do faster action. And it generally feels like it's just a big giant prelude to the movie, which I still haven't seen to this day. And honestly, it's kind of, shame on me. I know, I just haven't gotten around to it. Pay attention to darker themes. Yeah, it's like it's like you'd think that like with these goofy suits or something like that, they wouldn't be able to like make it darker, but then the first episode happens and like Amazon Alpha just absolutely emasculates the spider Amazon and just like rips out the Amazon organ and just like squeezes it, and it's just like, wow, that's something. Yeah, it's just like season 2 goes even harder on the themes, but it suffers from the two main characters in season 2, because like Jin and Haruka, whenever they show up, they absolutely steal the show again. They are not only great actors, but their chemistry on screen is fucking legendary. It's possibly one of the best writer duos out there. One of the single best writer duos out there, just because their chemistry is so fantastic. And here we have like a snot-nosed kid and a quite literal dead fish. I mean, the actress was instructed to play a dead fish, so I can't say anything bad about the actress because like she played the part well. She played the part well, but it's like the character wasn't good. Well, like the character wasn't really something that you could like get invested on. Like we kind of had like they kind of expected us to get invested by way of Amazon Neo being invested in that character, but that like you can't just tell an audience to be invested into somebody. This doesn't work. Like an audience has to like naturally become invested into something, which is of course the big difficulty with writing, because that takes insane amounts of skill. So it's like I'm not gonna shit talk them for like not managing to do it. If anything, I want to commend them for trying to do it this way, because they put a literal dead fish into the script and tried to make it work. I can appreciate that, even if it didn't work out well. At the end of the day, it just feels like a lukewarm prelude to the movie, which I'm hopefully gonna see one day. And whenever I do see it, I'm gonna like write a fucking manifesto about it properly, because I have really strong opinions on Amazon's. But yeah, Amazon's season 2 in C tier. It's still, I think, on Amazon Prime if they haven't pulled it since, because for some reason they pulled season 1 but didn't pull season 2. Don't fucking ask me. It's Toei back on their shit again. But yeah, if you check out season 1, do check out season 2. It's worse than season 1, but still good. Like, it's the C tier is like where C tier is where I put the shows where I still think that you like can have a really good time watching them, even if they have like really bad downsides. Okay, anyways, what's next? Oh baby, let's go X8. Oh baby, S tier, woo. Okay, so every single time I talk about X8, I gotta preface this bit with something that I already mentioned a couple times before during the stream. I'm in the medical field. I'm hugely biased towards this. I'm hugely biased towards X8 just because I'm in the medical field. They manage to like throw in medical tidbits every now and again, all the way till the end. It's like not big science, but they manage to put it in, which I really, really appreciate, just because they keep so much to the theme, even though like over time it becomes like more and more like, oh, the video game is bleeding into the real world or something like that. But they still don't forget that these people are doctors and they have sworn the Hippocratic Oath to fucking help people, and they don't stop doing that. They also had a campaign where the actors from X8 would go to elementary schools in like an effort to like teach children how to do CPR, which I'm just a sucker for that, because everybody should know CPR. And just like teaching people to do that young is like I'm not gonna like go into like preaching about society or something, because most importantly we live in one, so that is already a tragedy, or a comedy. But having like people in a society like know how the fuck to do CPR just like makes the work of doctors so much easier. Just because like if somebody has like goes into cardiac arrest, or like has the shit, what's it called? I don't know the English terms for illnesses. Basically the contractions in the heart, like the contractions for the heart, where it's like didn't say it, but the new look is pretty sick. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's let me shout out my artist again, because every single time somebody compliments me, I gotta shout out my artist because he's fucking fantastic. But yeah, so it's like the thing where like the heart contractions are discoordinated. I don't fucking know the English term for that because I'm dumb. But yeah, if somebody goes into cardiac arrest, or has like goes into technical cardiac arrest, because when the heart is like fluttering like that, it doesn't pump any blood either. The chance of somebody surviving that shoot up so fucking much just if somebody is around to give them CPR. It's not even about giving them mouth to mouth. It's not even about like giving them like picture perfect CPR. Just like doing fucking something. Just like pressing on there and just like giving a little bit of pressure on the heart, just like to keep the tiniest bit of blood flowing, is so fucking important. So I love that they use the clout that this show has with children to have the characters, like the actors in the role of the character, show up at the school and teach him about that, to like really burn it into memories. I fucking love that. We are not even talking about the show yet, because like the suits look kind of goofy, admittedly, like the eyes are kind of weird, but I appreciate that. I'm a sucker for experimental suits. That's also why I really like Revise's suit, just because it has a shit-eating grin and a really interesting color scheme. So I'm just gonna give it a shot based on that alone. I also really like Saber's base suit, just because they're doing something interesting with it. Like I'm gonna get into Saber later, but the suit has actual meaning. I'm a sucker for that. But they manage to make these goofy ass looking suits look menacing. They make you feel sad. They make you feel like scared at times. They make you like feel mouth agape when you watch the Christmas episode. Like the Christmas episode of X8 managed to like fuck up Christmas for so many children to the point where Toei had to issue a public apology because so many parents complained about their children being inconsolable during the entire Christmas day. That is how much feeling they managed to like put in a show with goofy ass looking suits with cartoon eyes. Hell yeah, Kamen Rider. Yeah. I'm just spazzing about Karate Bugman. It's insane. The episode where Hyper Muteki fights against Paradox, based Kamen scarring children. Yeah, it's like many of these episodes are by my favorite tokusatsu director, but that one especially. I'm watching X8 right now. Hell yeah! But yeah, like okay, so I'm not gonna like go into it any further than that. But like, there's one episode where Hyper Muteki and Paradox fight, and Hyper Muteki looks fucking stupid. It looks so dumb. I love the X8 suits, but Hyper Muteki looks legitimately dumb. But they make you feel fear whenever you look at that suit, just because the cinematography is so good. They make you feel the fear that Paradox is feeling at that moment, and it's akin to that one scene with the porcupine Gronki in Kuga, where just like for the first time you understand why the monster is fucking terrified. It's so well done. As a kid, for the effects, I love it now for the drama. I watch the X8 Christmas special episode for this season. Yeah, every single Christmas I sit down, I watch the Christmas special episode. I sit through the ear grating Christmas song, and then I cry myself to sleep. But then boom, they make it work. Yeah, it's like that's what I talked about before earlier in the stream. Like this incredible juxtaposition of like goofy looking suits and the theme of like video games, you know, together with the themes of this show, and just like what is going on. It's just wonderful. I love that kind of stuff. I'm a sucker for that. If that makes me if that makes me like a simple man, then you know what, fucking guilty as charged. It's X8 is a wonderful show. X8 would probably be my favorite, favorite post-Decade Heisei show, if it wasn't for the next one. Whatever else I said was doing, I already forgot what it was. You just said something. X8 would be my favorite post-Decade Heisei show, if it wasn't for Build. Oh boy. So, take the director that managed to make the important bits of X8 work so well, and give him free reign over an entire season that talks about themes like science, the human animal, the depths of like human ambition, war, machines of war, the economics of war, and everything in between that stuff. Give him free reign over that stuff, and then you have Build. I'm not gonna talk much about Build, because I want everybody to watch it. Even if you don't plan to get into Kamen Rider, watch Build. Build and Gaim are the two shows that I will always recommend to people to watch, even if they don't want to get into Kamen Rider. I plan on showing Build to my friends after Exit. Yeah, like, Build is a show that you just should watch, because there's so much, like, it's a piece of fucking art. I know it's dumb that this weird bug online, right, is talking about these toy commercials and he calls one of them art. Build is art. You are hard pressed to find a single shot where people are just like talking that you can't dissect, just because the placements, the line they say, the camera work, the sets, the actors, everything has so much subtext in this show. It is legitimately a work of art. Build is a show that even if you watched anything else and you hate Kamen Rider, I would beg of you to watch Build, even if you don't get into Kamen Rider as a whole. Please watch Build, because it's so good. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I don't want to spoil anything. Just watch it. It's so good. Build is one of my 3 favorite tokusatsu shows like of the Heisei period. And the only other shows that are up in the top 3 with it are Akiba Ranger and Tokusatsu Gagaga. Like, the only other shows that are as good as Build for me are basically like meta love letters to both tokusatsu as a genre, as well as the people that watch tokusatsu. Because Build itself is just a gift from fucking God. The X8 seems to be the inverse. I mean, it's the whole joke of like, oh, good suit, bad show is like it's a pretty old one, and I love to bring it up and just like to watch people like to make people's ass cheeks clench in anger. The suits are really cool, but they do a great job of learning character dynamics. Yeah, it's like the suits are great, and there's meaning in the suits. It's so good. I love it when there's actually meaning behind the suits. This version of Caleb is the boss. The old version of Caleb is the boss when you unlock him as a playable character. Pretty much, but they both live the same. Okay. Oh no. All right. I'm gonna drink something because we're about to go. We're gonna go into like a deep one. Alright, if you know anything about Kamen Rider, you know which one's coming next. Alright. Is this Caleb's final form? No, because I didn't have enough money for a final form yet. But it's the upgraded form, which, by the way, you should check out my artist about, because he did a really good job. He did a really good job. Yeah, I muted myself for drinking. I just don't like drinking sounds on stream. Because I thought it was funny after watching it debut. It's sad. Good old trauma. Yeah, Kala is a really cool guy. Yeah, Kala. I agree with Kala on his opinion on Kala. Kala's a cool guy. Please check him out. It's like the non-MS Paint 3D upgrade form. But yeah. Alright. We've got even more little things on the mouth. The final form is figuring out how we can make this mouth smile. Yeah, like Shin was actually like a huge inspiration for like both the original OG Caleb and like this Caleb. Like Shin was like, I basically wanted to like go with Shin, but even like more insecty. Actually, Lorenzo, in case you weren't around for like when I showed off the proper model all over the place, I'm just gonna show you off the entire body, or for anybody else who joined. Here's the entire body. Oh god, small. Here's the entire body. It's like basically the idea was Shin, but even more insecty, and Kala did a fantastic job of capturing that. And it's basically just a goblin cackle out of chitin, yeah. And she gave me scars as a kid. Yeah, as it should be. Kids shouldn't watch Shin. No kid should watch Shin. That shit's fucked. Every adult should watch Shin, but no kids. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's talk about Zio. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. And please check out Kala, who's my character artist and rigger. He did a fantastic job, and he deserves everybody checking him out. Let's talk about Zio. So, Zio doesn't get to be in the anniversary. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put anniversary over the toy mines. They still group him up with everyone else. Yeah, they group him up, and because they don't forget what Shin was about, because otherwise they wouldn't have given him a second movie at this point. But yeah, Zio tried to rectify the wrongs of Decade. So as I said before, Decade had no story. So Zio had it as its goal to have a story. The thing is, it has a story. The story makes no sense though. The story is shit. What is the anniversary category for? G and Decade, because they're like, G is a shit post and Decade is a bad show, but at least like it manages to like be a good anniversary show. Because like, as I said before with Decade manages to celebrate the themes of the shows that came before it. It somehow manages to like compress the general gist of a show's themes into like 2 or 3 episodes, or however long they have for each series, and it properly manages to display those themes. It is not a good show, but it manages to do what an anniversary show should do, and that is celebrate the franchise, and it does that well enough. Zio tried to have a story by itself. It tried to be a good show. It failed miserably because the characters are shit. The story makes no fucking sense. The character motivations change at the flip of a coin multiple times, multiple episodes. Like, take a shot whenever Gates make changes his opinion on whether or not he should take out Zio or not, and you're gonna have like liver cirrhosis by the end of the show. Like you're gonna fucking die if you do that. Just because, just simply Gates alone manages to like flip flop on his opinions over and over and over and over and over again. It's horrible. But what's even more egregious with CO than just being a shit show, because I could understand it being a shit show because it's a cat anniversary show, and after Decade nobody had any nobody expected anything good. What they also do is completely at best they misrepresent the show's theme because they misunderstand a show's theme, and at worst they completely ruin a show's ending. So again, I'm not going to spoil too much because I don't want to spoil Blade, but Zio, like, there is Blade at the end of the show, in the last 30 episodes or so, has a conflict. Or like in the last 20 episodes, actually. It has a conflict. And this conflict is the main driving force of what happens during the latter half of Blade. This conflict is not something that can be easily solved. This conflict is something that is unavoidable. This conflict is something that is effectively a law of nature. And the important part with Blade is how the characters deal with something like that. What show do they ruin? Every single one actually where they do something with the ending, but we're just gonna point out Blade here. Every single one where they fuck something up with the ending. Every single one of those like just gets worse by way of Zio. But the Blade one is the most egregious one, because like the entire show had this conflict, this problem at its center, at its core. The characters grew around and because of the conflict. The situations the character found themselves in were because of this conflict. And the it being unavoidable. That's what was at the core of it all. And what does Zio do? It goes, all right, conflict's gone. The thing that was the driving force of the conflict, the thing that was the thing that was the unavoidable law of the world. Whether or not the changes are canon, they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. If I refuse to acknowledge them as canon. I refuse. Zio, nothing that happens in Zio is canon in my opinion, because it ruins so many fucking shows. No, I refuse to acknowledge it. I refuse to acknowledge it whatsoever, because Blade has one of the most gut-wrenching endings in the entire franchise, and Zio just ruins it because it takes the conflict and completely removes it at the drop of in 1 second. It's just like conflict gone. It's gone. Everybody's happy now. Everybody should be happy now. The conflict is gone. That's what it does. That's literally what it does. They just do away with the conflict without any difficulty. It completely misunderstands the existential dread that was a centerpiece of Blade. That I shouldn't start with Zio. Absolutely not. You shouldn't start with anniversary shows at all, but definitely don't start with any show below D tier. Absolutely not. I mean, maybe start with like Ryuki, because I heard people like say that is a good show to start. But the anniversary Toil Mines, no, stay the fuck away from. Only watch those if you really really want to watch them. But it gets confusing if you don't know the previous lore. I mean, I did know the previous lore, but just like they just don't do anything with it. And like at best they don't do anything with it, and at worst they ruin it. It's just like I can't respect Zio whatsoever. What would be the best to start with? Oh boy, do I have a presentation for you, because I actually did a little stream where I talked about the topic of which show would be best to start with, and I go through every single show from Kuga all the way to Saber, and through the lens of would it be a good show to start with. So I'm gonna grab that link. I'm gonna grab. Actually, you know what? I should be able to like grab the link right now, or should I be? Let me just turn this off for a second, because I'm gonna have to like use this browser. There we go. one second. So yeah, for anybody else who's like still listening to me for some reason is like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? There is a little presentation for you. All right, there we go. Let's see. Let's see. Copieren. Download. Can I send you? Can I send you? Can I send you? Oh fuck. No, 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 don't play, don't play, don't play. Ah, okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. Did it? Our good start with for lore. That's how you convert non-fried fans. I wouldn't recommend anybody to start off with Exade and not Exade. Gaim, because Gaim is effectively like not a Kamen Rider show. Like Gaim is too different. Like I would tell people to watch Gaim if they tried out other shows and they didn't like it, just because Gaim and Build are really good shows that anybody should watch. But I wouldn't necessarily like recommend Gaim to start out with, just because it's so radically different. But like it might give people a completely wrong like perception what like the entire rest of Kamen Rider is about. But yeah, okay, I should be able to post this one. Yeah, there we go. This is the link to a little put up X8 visuals and watch it for what it is. Possibly, maybe. Also, I just dropped a couple frames. I hope everything's back now. But yeah, this link is to a little presentation I did. All right, let me just wait. Actually, let me just check if this is properly working. All right, yeah, it works. It works. If you're watching this and you're like, what the fuck is this dude even talking about? That is the link to a presentation that I did with the OG Caleb model, on the topic of which Kamen Rider show, ranging from Kuga to Saber, would be a good starting point. And hi Pig, hi there, it's me. If I said that's how you convert non-Rider fans, but they like anime. I see, yeah, okay, that makes sense then. I am in fact a bug. But yeah, like this presentation is like 3 hours long, and I just like go over every single show and talk about whether or not they would be a good starting point. And I also like give you like I give you like multiple ways to get into Kamen Rider. So if you were still listening to me and you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, go check that out. Because I try to make it as informative as possible, and there's also clips for all the shows, so you can get a general feel for what the shows themselves are about. Yeah, I show Henshin. Enjoyable and symbolic of the writer series. Yeah, like Double O's Force and Movie Rose Megamax is actually like one of the things that I point to in the presentation, just because they're solid shows. They're incredibly solid shows. They have the single best crossover movie at the end of it all. It's a perfect way to like see whether or not like Kamen Rider at its core is something for you. But yeah, Zio. I don't have any I've been talking for a long while here, and I don't have enough vitriol left in my tank to talk about Zio, because I still gotta talk about Saber as well. So yeah, just I hate Zio. I hate Zio just because it actively ruins endings. Alright. 01, A tier. 01 is the first show of the Reiwa era, and they wanted to start Reiwa off with a bang, and by god they did it. It's a incredibly solid show, with the only detractor, the only thing that keeps it from being S tier, being I think 8 episodes right in the middle of it. Those 8 episodes are stinkers. They're really bad. There's not much good in them. However, the payoff for those 8 episodes is one of the ballsier things Kamen Rider has done in recent years. You're watching it right now. Okay, if you're at the job competition arc and you're thinking to yourself, "Holy shit, this is boring," that's because it is. That's because it is. The job competition is really bad. Just wait until episode 30, and it's gonna be good again. Shin Hylos, don't worry. Just wait until episode 30. It's all gonna be fine. It's really good, I promise. Thinking about showing Force because it's high school, like most anime. Yeah. Oh, you made it through. The fucking easy claps in chat for Shin Hylos. You did it. You did it, man. You did it, man. You did it. I'm proud of you. You got through what you got through what other lesser men stopped at. Then it got dark. Oh, then it got dark. Oh boy, then it got fucking dark. But yeah, so all around very solid show. Just those 8 episodes are stinkers. Beyond that, it's just really good. Great themes, great music. Like great, like themes and writing, great music, great suits. My favorite secondary writer out of all of them, that was some fuckery. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That was in fact some fuckery. And like another big negative is that Thouser is horribly mismanaged. I paired my watching with Senkaiju to cope. We all need something to take the edge off. But yeah, Thouser was horribly mismanaged, sadly. So it's like he's also a pretty bad part. But if you take away the drama competition arc and Thouser, you're just left with an all around like fantastic show where there's a joy to watch. So A tier. And then we have Saber. So Saber also gets a trip to the toil mines. Oh yeah. So Saber's bad. Saber's shit. Saber has horrible writing. Also, camera, please capture me. Thank you. Saber misunderstood show don't tell and does the exact opposite. But it's somehow so like it does tell don't show, and also it tells you new things every fucking episode, which aren't in. All right, you want to be in there with the big boys? Got it. Shin Hylas, toy mines. Shin Hylas, 300. All right. They do tell don't show. I had one show does that. Yeah, they tell you, they don't show. They tell you what the characters believe without ever having the characters act that way. They aren't consistent with what the characters believe in. They try to make this seem like some grand fight. They try to make this seem like some Arthurian tale or something like that. But even fucking Arthurian tales. Next Cabbage also wants to get into Toymon's. Got it. Alright. That's not how you write Cabbage. You fucking moron. Oh my god, I'm dropping frames left, right, and center, dude. What the fuck is going on? Alright, there we go. Goodbye. Oh yeah. They try to make it some grand Arthurian tale, but like the grand Arthurian tale, like yeah, it's very simple. The character motivations are very simple, but at least like you have the character motivations like stay consistent. At least like the characters have something that they believe in, and they actually believe in that. They don't switch every 5 fucking minutes. The swords into right books. Yeah, that's about it. It also suffers for the same problem as Ghost, which haha, big surprise. It's the same writer as Ghost. Whereas like the first arc ends and just restarts the entire character development everybody has gone through. So like the majority of the second arc is just like retreading the same steps from the first arc. Basically just like, I'm so glad that over the last like 15 or 20 episodes or something like that, I proved myself to you, my friends, and like I showed you that what I'm capable of, and I earned your trust. Episode 16. Oh man, you know the Saber guy? Just look at him. He's fucking evil. And they're like, hey Saber, give us all your gear because give us all your gear. We want it right now. And he's like, no, I gotta fight against evil guys. They're like, only an evil person would refuse to give us your gear. You're evil now. And here you go. There's your next 10 episodes. It was gonna be an epic novel, but it's more like a simple fairy tale. Fucking Grimm's fairy tales are better than this shit. At least they had some moral to the entire thing. Here, Saber's just like, promises, but also potential, but also believing in your friends, but also the people working together, but also prophecy. That's fucking Saber. That's fucking Saber. That's what Saber's trying to do. And the main villain who just literally changes motivations every single episode. I'm sorry that we have to end on such a negative note, but I hate Saber. Say that the better suits the worst the show. I mean, some people really hated the Saber suit. Yeah, like they try to sell the potential angle without ever doing anything with it, right? Like Build does something with the potential angle, but with Build it's like a central core point that is challenged multiple times. With Saber it's just like some shit that they pull out of their ass because they need something to like blame for their limitless optimism. It's just like none of their actions like ever reflect their belief in human potential. But yeah, I'm sorry that I had to end on this. That I had to tier list on that note. But yeah, Saber's shit. Right. This is the tier list. I haven't like ordered it in the in like any way like within the tiers. Like, Blade is barely not S rank. Kabuto is barely in C rank, almost in D rank. Of what makes us good, unless our wishes are to destroy the world. But that's not a real wish. And also, his wish isn't to destroy the world. His wish is to become a god for a multitude of reasons, which changes every single time. But yeah, this is the tier list. So for anybody who was wondering, what's my favorite Kamen Rider, what's my least favorite Kamen Rider, here you go. I still have a lot of watching left to do, but for what it's worth, this is the general outline of my taste. Alright. And that's about it for the debut stream. Or like re-debut stream, really. I've been talking non-stop for like almost 3 hours, and I'm feeling it. Yeah. Shit, dude. We're shit, dude. I can't believe that we did that. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me drink something real quick. Are you gonna watch the rest of them? Yes, as soon as I have the time. Ever thought about watching the original? It's the Tokusatsu. I thought about it, but just haven't had the time really. And also, I don't like Tokusatsu just because of their decisions in regards to Kuga, because for some reason they have it in their heads that they have to they had it in their heads to like put the groggy voice line onto they for some reason had it in their heads to like put the groggy subtitles into the show on the first watch, and like not giving you the option to disable them, or like maybe they've added the option to disable them since. But you know, yeah, I don't like Tokusatsu, but you know, first I'm gonna finish Ryuki and Hibiki, and then comes the rest, because we're gonna be stuck on those two shows for quite a while, anyways. Let me just check who we can rate. Actually, I'm just gonna rate into Nina, because she is also having her new model being shown off and all that. So I gotta be disgusting and do that. I gotta be disgusting and bug my way in there. Okay, right. That Caleb is floating. Oh God. I'm not floating. I'm not floating. You're 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 floating. I'm not floating. I have legs, baby. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Shit, dude. I've been talking for a while. Uh, Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for coming. They translated the Gronky. Weird did not say. Yeah, from what I know, like they translated the Gronky voice lines, and they didn't give people the. At least it's what when they first released Kuga on Tokusatsu, people got super upset about it, which is very reasonable, because the Gronky subtitles are a huge spoiler, and you know you should not watch that on your first watch through of Kuga. That is like for future watch throughs basically. Uh, but yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy like so many people showed up whenever I was playing this thing. I was like, oh man, I hope like usually I don't obsess over the numbers. Usually I don't obsess over the numbers, and usually I just try to do my thing. But like this time around, it was like I hope like 20 people show up, and like yeah, I'm really happy a lot of people showed up. I just thank you for being here. Thank you for like all the people that like supported me in like some way with the gift subs and with bits, but also just thank you to the people that just showed up. Thank you for the people that were chatting. Thank you to the people that lurked. Thank you for the people that just like they had me open in the background or something like that. I just thank you everybody. I really really appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna raid into Nina. Right. We're actually gonna for once remember to do a raid message, and yeah, you people are already spamming it. So like the raid message is just gonna be the Caleb Lucas flexing. And if you don't have the emotes, just do a muscle raid. You make. Thank you, Father. Go forth, Caleb. Go forth and live to the extreme. I will. Thank you, Father. But yeah, go show Nina some love, because she's showing her new you just wanted 61 like I did. But yeah, go show Nina some love. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. CEST with whatever the fuck I feel like, because it's a wildcard baby day. with the new model. So yeah, look forward to that. Thank you so much. I hope you're still gonna have a wonderful day, morning, night, or whatever time it is out there for you. I hope you're gonna have a wonderful weekend if you don't have the time to swing by tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.